Okay, let's talk through all these golf events that you have coming up.
Gabby, I'm glad you asked. Got my calendar right here. July 17th at Red Run, and then July 31st, I have the American Golf Outing for the Cancer Society.
I also have the American Cancer Society golf outing on the 31st, and also I got yours on the 18th, but
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Whoa, boys, these are a lot of events and golf outings.
What, you want me to miss my own golf tournament?
Gabby, they're all great colors.
I mean, this
Okay,
is
hold on. I got this. Guys, I got this. Don't worry about it. Hold on a second.
He always says
Hey guys, thanks for coming so fast. How are ya?
Remember the guys from Randy Wise, right? Sir. The Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
Watch for the eye.
Stay tuned.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports, and some, well, not so much. Brought to you in part by Premier Security Solutions, Fairway Packing Company, and Swiss Insurance. Watch episodes at woodwardsports.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live at woodsports.com. I'm your boy Easy Joe, my guy Spin More Rex.
What up, though?
We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We got young Chris in the TV booth. JB smooth on the ones and twos. Rocking along on a Tuesday. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I think Spinny did a damn good job on prep today. But this is the dead time in sports where literally I tuned into Ermanni Edwards for a bit. I caught Mads talking about Wheel of Fortune, whoever's replacing that, who's going to be the new host of that one.
Yeah, I think it's Ryan Seacrest, isn't it?
Is it really?
I think so, yeah.
Wow. I mean, that fits, I guess. I don't partake. It's not
Rich
mine.
Watt elites.
Yeah.
Get all the jobs.
And yeah, personally, I would have chose what's his name, Brady,
Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady. No, then by the way, it's one of the best Dave Chappelle skits ever, especially at that time too, because he was like,
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to smack him?
yeah, he was like the whitest black guy out.
Yeah.
You know?
White people love Wayne Brady.
Yeah, exactly. And then I caught Good Morning Football today. You know what they're talking about?
What's that?
Waffles, pancakes, or French toast.
Waffles.
That was a topic on the football show. By the way, yeah, waffles is like the only.
Waffles are supreme.
Right, Chris?
Waffles, pancakes, and what?
French
Or
toast.
French toast?
Oh yeah, waffles.
French toast is good every like once in a while, but I can't eat it consistently.
I don't like French toast.
I like French toast.
I
It's just
probably
too
would
sweet.
put
I just-
French toast
JB,
third.
where you
Yeah,
at?
third for me.
I gotta go with waffles first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the right answer. Like,
They have pockets.
yes, right?
Catches the syrup.
And
Oh,
it's
it
crispy,
stores it much
fluffy.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to cook. Pancakes are so much easier to fuck up.
Well, pancakes are pretty easy to cook.
It's still easy to fuck up. It's harder to fuck up a waffle on a waffle maker.
Well.
It's really
Do you have a
time
waffle
thing.
maker? I don't got a
Nah.
fucking waffle maker.
No, I don't. We did. We used to.
You have to have a certain appliance to cook a waffle. You can just cook a pancake in a pan.
That's fair.
Or you can just buy the box.
Yeah, or just,
Just buy the box.
There you go.
We can buy,
You
Eggos.
fucking- yeah.
Fuck with Eggos.
Lego my egos.
The little, like, cinnamon toast Eggos that come in like the four
Never had
like,
them.
little pieces of toast.
They fire?
Yeah, I mean, it's a waffle, but they're like shaped like little toasts.
Yeah. I like French toast sticks. Not the biggest fan of French toast.
I fuck with French toast, but like I said, you can't eat that shit.
I just taste the egg every time I eat French toast.
The what?
The egg.
The what?
The egg. What
The
am I-
egg?
Egg.
He said, I
Egg.
taste the egg.
Egg.
You say milk?
It sounds like you're adding an A to it.
Yeah. Egg.
I taste the age. Chris, say egg.
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 Egg. Egg.
Over.
So you're the one that would say milk.
No, I say milk.
Milk.
I say milk. Egg.
Do you say pillow or pillow?
Pillow. I think you're just missing the egg.
No, you're saying egg.
Milk.
Milk.
Pillow.
I hate when people say milk.
I've never heard anyone say milk.
Let me get a glass of milk. I mean, what the fuck is milk?
Come on, no one really says that, do
Yes,
they?
yes.
You've heard people say that, like
Yes.
in real life? Like,
Yes.
Like they meant to say it? Was it like an
Yes.
accident?
Like, let me get some milk.
Did you have your brother's good time?
Yeah. Say it one more fucking time. I dare you.
You know, I never got to, and I could give less of a fuck. I don't need to drink either, but the pop and soda beef. You ever like say pop somewhere and they're like, it's soda. I'm like, Shut the fuck up.
I'm not saying soda.
Yeah.
You get
Also,
fountain drink.
if I'm not mistaken, is it soda like soda pop? Isn't that why
Fountain
it's
drink. Yeah,
like
it's soda pop.
yeah? So it's a fucking pop, bub.
And isn't there one place, I think it's somewhere in the South, where everything is just Coke?
Yeah,
even if
everything's
it's
Coke.
even if it's Pepsi, it's just
Yeah.
like Coke.
So how do you order? Like strawberry? Like what do you?
I don't know.
Dr Pepper,
They
Coke.
just say Coke. Like, let me get a
Can I get a
Coke.
little bump?
Yeah. Hey, you got any?
You got any key bumps
got
back
any
there?
Coke?
Okay, quick line. Oh, never mind. Hit the like button if you guys haven't already. Be a
Sports.
friend. And tell a friend. Share the stream. This came up last week, and I want to talk about it, but you kept getting carried away with NBA draft coverage. But Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg was a thing in the media for a while.
BattleBots.
With the tail of the tape here, which whoever did this is great Photoshop.
Not really.
No. Are we in agreement that Zuckerberg fucking destroys
Yeah,
Musk?
Zuck would win.
Like I get Zuck is, I mean,
USA.
Musk is
USA. USA.
richer, but like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Zuck's winning.
I
He
mean,
trained.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elon did.
Damn,
Plus,
Elon
Elon's
has 9
51,
children?
dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's trying to
He's
repopulate.
got 9 kids.
Yeah, you know
That's
that.
what it says on the
I
graphic.
thought he just had the.
That's what I'm saying. He has like,
I thought that was his only
That's the
kid.
only one I thought of too.
I think it's like 3 or 4 from like when he was a human, and then after that, when you went hybrid, fucking part machine. Is this guy just chugging a fucking? What is going on over there?
It's a water bottle.
Oh, okay. I thought this guy was
But
just chugging
man's
weed.
just walking down the road. It's funny to me.
It's funny. He's hitchhiking.
Yeah.
I'm walking here.
According to reports, I guess Elon Musk's mom called it off. Which,
I don't know if that's true.
yeah, it's like the richest man, or he would do what the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
All due respect to his mother.
Zuck would give him the hands though.
You know he changes phones like every, I don't remember if it's every month or every week.
Why?
Elon does.
So they
Security.
can't keep tabs on him.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's dealing drugs.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta assume like the richest guy in the world, people are probably constantly always after him. You know.
Yeah, he's got like a case of like 40 iPhones. He just
It's insane.
grabs one. This is my Tuesday phone.
I wonder if he does use iPhone or if he uses like. Would it just get you out from using iPhone if
No,
Elon
rich
didn't?
ass people don't use iPhones. They got something else.
Yeah.
It's probably just like a piece of glass that like.
Yeah. I wouldn't be
Or it's
surprised.
just right in their head. It's doop.
Elon would. He'll be the first one with it.
Yeah.
Was he the one like advocating for like microchips?
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
like
working
that.
on one, isn't
Miss
he?
me on that shit.
You missed me on that for sure.
Teslas run over babies. I don't want to test a microchip in my head.
Also, like if my memories and everything's like, wait, Tesla's ran over a baby?
Well, it's like automated cars is like, what if there's a moral dilemma? Like, what would the automated car do? You know,
Like what's the more?
like if you go to the right, you're hitting a 90-year-old woman. If you go to the left, you're hitting a baby. Like,
That's a 90-year-old woman.
what option? Well, the car wouldn't. Car can't have moral dilemmas.
Oh, Elon's definitely got in to kill the lady. The old lady, at least.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
I'm one.
I'm just saying.
I forgot the.
Sorry, Grandma.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
sorry,
for
yeah.
sure hitting the grandma.
Yeah, all day. It's
Lived a long life, lady.
yeah, you live your life. That's all you get. What's this about the Nets fans thinking the Detroit Pistons are giving up Ivy?
Yeah, Nets fans on Twitter were talking about somebody quoted the tweet, a prominent member of Nets Twitter. Don't know who
That
it was.
exists.
Yeah, that's a thing.
But they were talking about like the Pistons paying Cam Johnson $100 million, like quoted that tweet.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple people under it were like, it sounds like Jaden IVey's going to be a net.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life.
Yeah, and some guy was like, bro, they just drafted a sore. They got a bunch of guards.
That's the dumbest shit. That's one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Is that a real thought?
Yeah, I mean,
You think it's a real thought? You know, guys like really thinking like Detroit Pistons gonna
there
go
was like
Jaden Ivey
there's
for
a couple
fucking
people
Cam
that said
Johnson?
it, yeah.
That is the stupidest shit. Do you understand? Like Cam is what, 4th best on a championship team?
Yeah.
Like Jaden has a prospect of being at 2nd, maybe the. No, there's no way in hell on a rookie deal right now. Get the fuck out of here. What are we? I should have known right when you brought up Nets Twitter. That's a fucking thing.
I mean, yeah.
Sounds like a fucking pool of losers. What have the Nets ever done?
all,
Ever?
I don't know.
They got one? They got one ever?
No.
Who? Where did
Or they might have
No,
one.
that was
yeah.
the Knicks.
Yeah, no, they have one.
Who? When?
With Moses Malone, Dr. J.
Do they? Well, was that the Sixers?
Or was that Philly? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're great at assembling teams that crumble, like the KG, Paul Pierce, Brooklyn Nets, and the
The
Kevin
Nets have won
Durant,
2
Kyrie.
ABA championships.
Okay. So, therefore,
But
Nets
Nats will be
Twitter.
like, those were some great finals.
Nat's literally the only one who would remember those.
Yeah,
finals.
that's hell of a
ABA.
finals.
Yeah,
1974 and 1976.
My dad probably remembers those.
for sure.
Yeah.
Let's call him. No, Nets Twitter's the fucking.
My dad
coolest.
loves Dr. J. He's one of his favorite players.
I mean,
Man could still dunk as of like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
oh yeah, does he do like every year on his birthday? Like just tries
Yeah.
to dunk. That's some gangster ass shit.
But I
That's
haven't
fucking
seen
lit.
those posts in the last 3-4 years. So
I was gonna say, yeah, we did it.
I don't know.
We got it this time. All right, old man.
It's about as real as the moon landing.
It's about Well, there
Moon
you go.
landing is not real.
Honestly, though, I mean that's sparking an interesting conversation because obviously gonna be some type of sign and trade. We kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday. But
Possibly.
what do you think?
Unless they offer him the bag.
I
Nets
think it's
don't
like
match.
Bojan and Bagley.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, I mean they could just match to be assholes.
Yeah.
But
and then
then-
just don't trade for him.
Yeah,
Be like, ha, fuck you guys.
that'd be the move.
Yeah.
I saw it now. It's they're talking more so about the Rockets, but Austin Reeves, I saw too. Remember to the Pistons. Why you make a face? You don't like Austin Reeves?
Oh, we need a 4.
Why can't we have a what?
Oh, we need a 4. Austin Reeves doesn't play 4.
I'll take care of it.
We can't mention
I'll feed it. I'll take it from
JB's ops on this
Let's
show.
get a white man. Come
Easy.
on.
Having a white is a big responsibility. I don't know if you'll be able to keep up with it.
Come on, Dad.
You know, you got to go to Whole Foods at least once a week. You got to take it on artisan walks and farmers markets. Like, you can't bring any spicy food home. There's a lot to
There's
do.
peanut allergies involved.
Peanut allergies, soy allergies.
Soy
A white
allergies
is a lot of
crazy.
responsibility. Easy.
We can't bring up JB's ops though here because it was rumored that Austin Reeves was spotted on a date with Taylor Swift. So
Oh shit.
yeah, ops.
Does that hurt, JB?
A little bit, but I'm still gonna get money from that album she's about to drop about me, so
There you go.
I'll be okay.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, sue her for
royalties.
defamation.
Yep.
Good shit, JB. I'm proud of you. You went all out on that one. Got the country tire and everything. Gone for a week pursuing that.
JB wasn't good as he once was. He's as
He's
good
good
once
once.
as he ever was.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Defend the Den return mid-July. I'm excited for that.
Mid-July.
Mid-July.
You're just enunciating weird today.
I feel like I'm saying everything just as normal as I usually do.
July.
Return
Down
mid-July.
tootin', they're coming back in July.
Maybe I do too many accents. I'm stuck.
Yeah,
I'm just fucking spitting out random ones.
that's fair. Could be.
I don't know, bro. This June until the
June.
start of training camp is gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Slim pickings. Tomorrow we will have
You just gotta start doing stupid shit.
yeah, if we're allowed to.
Yeah.
That's the other whack part.
Yeah.
Or if I have time to do it. Next week maybe we might have a burrito challenge for you guys.
The whole fucking ceiling comes crumbling down.
Do you want to do that this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be down.
Fuck yeah. Gotta get somebody to film. You want to come, JB? What are you doing this weekend?
July.
Where you doing?
JL's burrito challenge. It's a barbecue place.
Depending on what the day and time is, I do got to work this weekend too.
Oh, that's right.
Damn.
Chris, do you
What
work weekends
jobs
or
you
no?
got?
No, not as second option. You just asked JB first. No.
You're not the second. I was gonna ask both of you guys. You're not the second option. Do you want? You think you? I feel like you can eat. Can you put away? Can you put away a lot or no?
Probably
He's a
not.
munch.
Probably not. I don't know.
No.
Chris
No,
a
not
munch.
really. I've never been like the guy that's been able to like throw down a lot.
I feel like.
If it's needed.
Wow, I don't
if
feel
it's
that's much
needed.
of a
I don't
pause.
know.
Didn't we go somewhere and you order like just as much as me? I was like, all right, Chris. No, we went to that place behind us. We got like it's for Lucas's birthday.
And I got a beer.
You got a beer?
Here's your beers.
No, but you got like a burger or some shit. You fucking like threw that shit down.
Oh, burgers that slap for sure.
Yeah, those burgers do slap. For like token burgers, they do it right.
Oh yeah, fire.
All right. Okay, I know we have to go to break, but I have to know. What is the looking at too much porn thing?
Oh, yeah, you know, I've told you guys before that
Twitter porn's lit.
Twitter porn's lit. I look at a lot of Twitter porn, you know, on some hours in the night, and they caught up to me. They hit me with this today.
3 days and 0 hours.
So yeah, I get,
Do you know what? Did you look it up? What you did?
no,
Just for no reason?
it's from the porn.
Is it from the porn?
No,
page? Oh.
no.
It's just spam. Were you just tweeting a bunch?
It's a dangerous game. I don't know. It's a dangerous game looking at Twitter porn on my account though. Like
I know.
if I'm looking at some really nasty shit,
Pull coach.
like accidentally hit like,
Yeah.
It just gets broadcasted to everybody.
Pull Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
nasty.
Pull Doc Rivers. Every time, post-nut clarity, I close everything, go to my search bar, X out what I searched, go to my likes, make sure I didn't like anything.
Clear browser history,
clear
clear
browser
cache.
history. Yeah. Hit up Elon and be like, bro, come on, make sure shit doesn't.
I shot a few demons for my speakeasy Twitter.
Yeah.
Hoping the clout would work.
Did it?
No.
Man,
Did not.
gotta keep trying.
I am. I even said some wild shit. We'll talk about it during break. But not before I tell you guys about Dispo Romeo in particular, specifically because this Friday, all 4 shows will be there live from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Brace yourself for an unforgettable journey at the pinnacle of cannabis excellence, located at 100 Schaefer in Romeo, Michigan. See you there this Friday, June 30th, for all of our all-day live event at Dispo Dispensary, your local cannabis plugs. Woodward Heavyweights will be right back.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Big Boy Strawberry Fest has officially arrived, and we're here to show you the very best flavors of the season. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our deep-fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and a slice of our classic strawberry pie. But that's not all. Cool off on a refreshing summer splash salad, or savor the flavors of our chicken Caesar wrap and strawberry bacon chicken wrap. And for breakfast lovers, don't miss out on our strawberry hotcakes or our mouth-watering red velvet waffle. Strawberry Fest is something for everyone. Celebrate the sweet season with us at Big Boy.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What up, and welcome back to Whatever It's Live on woodwardsports.com.
Tweet it out, tweet it.
Conversations that happen during these commercial breaks.
We have the best commercial break.
Highly cancelable. JB has the hardest job in America.
Hey, man. Shout out.
He's gonna get pissed off at us one day for calling him Jay Bussy and just hot mic the shit out of us.
Does that get to you, Jay Bussy?
No, I think it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think JB's ever gotten mad, except for stuff we're not gonna talk about on it.
Yeah, no, I've seen him mad before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like their
No,
show?
no.
Oh. Because of the situation that.
Yeah,
oh, okay. Well, hit a like button for JB. All right. He might be going through it. You never know. Be a friend, tell a friend. Share the stream. Jerry Jacobs was on Good Morning Football this morning, and I didn't listen to the interview. I was working.
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
Yeah, he was on Good Morning Football, and we've got the clip from it. It's pretty cool stuff.
It's not in Slack.
It's not in Slack. Yeah, it is. Lucas put it in Slack.
Oh.
Oh, he's no down from Lucas.
fucking guy.
I did catch the beginning of it though. I mean, he did seem super grateful being on, Good Morning Football. I didn't know that Sean O'Hara was an undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
I guess they both are. I just caught the beginning.
It's
parts
cool
of
to
the
hear
interview.
from Jerry though, because this is a perspective of a guy who's fighting for a starting spot. We think that he's proven enough, he's done enough, but he's got a lot to say about the defense and the secondary, and he did so on Good Morning
Cam
Football.
Sutton been in the league for 7 years, so just getting every knowledge from him. Emmanuel Mosley, he coming back from an injury, but he's still, in there 24/7, laser locked in. And Chauncey just he gonna make the game more fun. I love his enthusiasm. I love the way he, come out there and talk trash. That just turn us up. So, man, the guys that we added this offseason, I think we're gonna be pretty dominant.
Pretty dominant in the back end. You like to hear that, especially because, like I said, he talked about some guys, Emmanuel Mosley, that he's going to be battling with for that number 2 cornerback spot opposite of Cam Sutton. So I'm excited to see what happens. Like we said, iron sharpens iron. Competition breeds greatness. So hopefully they go out there, they make the best decisions, and the best man wins the job. And anything can happen throughout the course of an NFL season, whether it be, somebody takes a step back, God forbid somebody gets injured, and all these guys are going to have opportunities to show why they deserve to be in the lineup. And Jerry's obviously taking that in full stride, and he's excited to get out there and work with those guys.
Yeah, I think we saw. It's almost like it's not the offensive line position where it's the less you hear about them, the better of the job they're doing. But it's similar when it comes to that cornerback position. I think Jerry Jacobs is kind of underrated. I don't know that he'll beat out Emmanuel Mosley for sure for that second cornerback spot, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Yeah.
I think we're really sleeping on this guy. He's never really given us nothing to like bitch about. I think about how many times Jeff Okudah, as much as we thought he had an okay or decent year last year, I feel like Jerry had a better one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not as many big plays, but you never heard big plays given up on his side. Maybe not. He had the one interception against the Jets. I know he had a sack against the Vikings, I think. But outside of that, you didn't hear much from Jerry Jacobs' side of the field. That's because he's doing a damn good job. I think we're sleeping on this guy a little bit.
Yeah, you want to see him go out there and beat it like he tweets it. It's something that he's proven that he can play cornerback in this league. He's proven that when he's out there, he makes plays. He was arguably the best cornerback on this team last year after he came back from injury. So I'm excited to see what he can do. He talked about the dominance of the secondary. We've been talking about it, in over and over throughout the entire offseason about how the changes of this secondary will make it one of the best in the league. So that cornerback 2 spot is going to be highly sought after. There's a lot of guys out there that are going to be eyeing for that position, buying for that position, and it looks like it's going to be between Emmanuel Mosley and Jerry Jacobs, especially if Emmanuel Mosley is fully back from the injury. If he's fully recovered and ready to go at training camp, it's going to be very interesting.
I think Jerry Jacobs starts week 1. No disrespect to Emmanuel Mosley. That's not any dig at him and what he's got going on. But I think between the ACL injury, Jerry Jacobs already beating the system already, and just having that full offseason to be with the Detroit Lions defense alongside Cam Sutton, CJ, GJ, and then the rest of the squad, I think it gives him a little bit of an upper hand in that competition. I'm not sleeping on this dude. I'm also Eskimo brothers with him. So I'm saying, I think he's the man.
That helps.
Honestly,
you got the family ties.
What do you keep smirking about over there?
Nothing.
Is something in the chat?
No.
Oh.
This is funny, man. It's a funny day.
What's funny?
Nothing.
What's in the chat? What do you smirking?
Literally nothing.
Damn, they got something good over there.
No, I'll say it if I have something good.
Oh. I mean, it is for me. Last year, I'm going to get his PFF stats too. 33 tackles, was tied 79th, which I think you got to remember too about Jerry Jacobs. I don't think he started until week 7 or 8?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what game he came back in particular, but only allowed 33 receptions, was tied for 71st, 60 targets on, which is 58th. But again, I mean, even the targets and stuff, again, if you're not getting targeted that often, even that, 60 targets, only 33 of those receptions allowed, 50%. I think that's decent.
Yeah, and it's exciting to see. We know he plays with an edge, obviously an undrafted free agent, a guy who had to fight to get to where he was at, and now they bring in these guys, these touted free agents that, he might think of it as a slight a little bit, that you've revamped the whole secondary. He's like, revamp? I'm out here doing work. So I'm excited to see what he does. He always plays with that edge. He always feels like he's got a chip on his shoulder, seatbelt gang. So I'm happy to see what he can do in the secondary, and I'll say it again, competition breeds greatness. So him having to fight, or whoever ends up getting that spot, having to fight to get that spot, fight to get on the field, and know that there's a guy behind him waiting. There's a guy behind him ready. If anything goes wrong, it'll just bring out the best in all of them. And speaking of Emmanuel Mosley, and just for context, obviously Emmanuel Mosley got hurt earlier on that year, but you'd think in a smaller sample size, probably better numbers. And 20 targets, 13 receptions allowed. In terms of Emmanuel Mosley, and that's on a better defense too. So I mean, again, don't be surprised if Jerry Jacobs ends up being the second starting cornerback on this defense. Again, I don't mean as any disrespect to Emmanuel Mosley. I just think he's already proven it to the staff. He's proven it to the guys that he is capable, that he can go out there and be a reliable person on the outside of that defense. So I wouldn't be surprised by it at all. I think he's been slept on for a while, and he went out there and he proved that for the past 2 years that he's capable of doing this. He's good at his job, and he can make some plays when given the opportunity. So it's going to be hard for someone to dethrone him from that spot, but they brought the guys in to do it. They brought the guys in there to give him a run for his money. I'm thinking Jeff Kuda, gone. Jerry outlasted him. Monty Warrior, gone. Another person Jerry outlasted. I can't even think of any other names at the top of my head, but I think Jerry's here for a reason. He made his team as an undrafted free agent for a reason, and he just may be a Detroit Lion for a while. Mm-hmm. If not, he'll be in the league for a while. He'll be one of those guys that ends up going on another team. You end up seeing win a couple Super Bowls as a background guy, maybe not a star guy, but a background guy, Kyle Van Noy. Yeah, man, did that fucking suck.
That guy wasn't shit here.
Yep.
Leaves here, becomes a stud for the Patriots. I think 1 year with Miami, then back to the Patriots. Started all those years. Was productive for all those years.
That's what happens with the Patriots, man. They pick up people's trash and then they go out there and turn them into Pro Bowlers.
It just feels like more likely with the Detroit Lions trash, though, and I fucking hate it. Because I think, was it Le'Agent Waddle? Did he start tackle for them for like a long, long time, too? No,
and then fucking Matt Patricia tried to do that with the Patriots trash, and it didn't work out.
Yeah. It's because Matt
They
Patricia...
did it with Jaden IVey, too. Picked him up. He was starting for a while.
Yeah, we tried to do it with the Patriots trash from fucking Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
It didn't work out for us either. Yeah, I mean, I pulled up the roster, but it's unfortunately showing me this year's roster. Do you think Chase Lucas makes this team this year? I don't think he does.
It's going to be tough, man. That
Fucking
secondary
competitive.
is going to be... It's going to be tough to crack. So for a guy like Chase Lucas who's on the bubble, you're going to need... You're going to need him to show out. He's going to need to do some things. They were happy with the strides he made last year, but he's going to have to continue to make strides and prove that he deserves a spot on the roster.
Yeah, literally outlasted Monty Warrior, Jeff Okudah, Mike Hughes. I mean, these are like names. And not like star names. Obviously, outside of Jeff Okudah, you expected a lot out of him because he's a number 3 overall pick in a COVID draft, albeit. But, I mean, those are guys that were supposed to be dudes. And Jerry Jacobs quietly outperformed every single one of them consistently. I think that's a big thing with Jerry Jacobs. Like I said, maybe not so much the biggest plays, but consistent. And then I think that's what you want out of a cornerback, a guy you can rely on in any moment, any situation. But when we get back, I want to know what stock you'd rather invest in, because these are two teams that I'm big fans of. I think both are.
Yeah.
Detroit Lions. And I'll tell you that when we get back from break. But not before Smitty tells you guys about Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness, the home of the judgment-free zone, where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere starting at $10 a month, or you can upgrade to the Black Card for $24.99 and get use of all the amenities. High school students ages of 14 and 19 can work out for free with the High School Summer Pass until August 31st, and also have a chance to enter to win a piece of $200,000. All you got to do is film a TikTok video about your High School Summer Pass, post it online, and then make sure you tag Planet Fitness, use a couple more hashtags, and you'll be entered to win. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
That's better for you as a comment on Woodward Sports. The keys to wisdom was asking about the combined weightless tag team earlier. And I saw two heavyweights got to at least be 400 pounds combined. Spencer's head it at least weighs 50 pounds itself.
Facts. I got a noggin.
I never realized how big it was to the hat
8.5
situation.
size fitted.
8.5?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even that big.
What size fitted you were?
You force yourself in the 8s? Like 7?
What?
7.5? I've seen motherfuckers with like 9s. Chris got a big head too. Do you fit regular size hats though?
You know, I've never been a hat guy, so I actually don't know like how big my head is, like physically. Like, you know, obviously metaphorically, I know it's huge, but
it's like tall.
It's tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you got a tall head.
It's like
like
a
the stone
rectangle
face
head.
from Night at the Museum. Give me gum.
You're just like thick.
Yeah, I got a big head.
Chris is tall. Put this camera on JV. JV, little peanut head.
Don't be hating.
Don't be hating. I almost
Anyway,
got suspended for in middle school for saying this kid's head looks like the continent of Africa. It did.
Yo.
It was like it was shaped like that.
Was he special?
No.
No normal person.
Yeah, it was just a regular guy.
His head was just fucked up.
I also said he looked like a crystal skull. Like, you ever seen that Indiana Jones Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
No.
Yeah, well, that's what his head looked like.
Maybe I caught in the fucking dishwasher when I was little.
Maybe.
The disposable. All right, before we went to break, I teased you guys with like I guess maybe a would you rather, but I want to put it in like a stock sense, just that way you could actually like kind of be unbiased in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know whose stock would you rather buy, who would you rather invest to long term here, between a budding contender, I believe so, in the Detroit Lions. I think we're all on the same page with that. JB's got him going to the Super Bowl this year, or a team that arguably is a year ahead of this franchise, although one that you beat, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they're both very, very young teams. They both drafted back at first pick, second pick, and the next year had baller-ass years. If you were a stockbroker, I don't know fucking word I'm looking for, who would you rather invest in long term?
I'm going Jags.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say it, Lions fans, don't kill me for it, but you look at the Jaguars, they have their franchise quarterback. They got the guy that's going to be the quarterback of their team for 10-plus years in Trevor Lawrence, and he's a stud. They already won a playoff game. They've already made it to the playoffs. They're a little further than the Detroit Lions are. The only thing that gives me hesitation is how loaded the AFC is. Because the NFC is by far the weaker division, but the Jaguars, with Trevor Lawrence, with the weapons they put around him, they can just continue to draft defense and offensive line and have a tremendous run for a long time.
JB? I know your answer.
You know I'm sticking with the Lions. I can't go against the Lions on this one, man. I just see so much potential in this team right now, and to think of where they could be in a year or two from now, even though more than likely we're probably going to end up losing Ben Johnson, but still, I think somehow, some way they'll be able to bounce back. So, still giving the Lions on this one.
Chris?
I am going to go with the Lions, and it's because of Brad Holmes at the end of the day. Now, obviously, I'm not as familiar with Jacksonville's drafting and, you know, and their whole regime, but what I've seen out of Brad Holmes is hit after hit after hit. And that's something that you just don't see in all of sports. You don't see that in many general managers. And so when you have somebody like that at the front of your offense or office, you have that. I mean, you can't go wrong. You're just setting yourself up for repeated stability and sustainability.
I want to go Detroit Lions, but I'm kind of with you, Spinny. I think Chris makes a great point with Brad Holmes. But I think in this league, more than any other position, the important one is quarterback. And the Jacksonville Jaguars have what's, as long as no injury goes on, I'm not going to work for that one. They have a guy. They have a guy in Trevor Lawrence I think could be arguably top 10 right now. I think he's top
MVP
10 right
candidate next year. He is top 10 right now.
Yeah. MVP candidate is as early as next year. And like you said, too, they've gone through the fire already and winning a playoff game. Not just any playoff game. One where they started fucking horrifically. They started in the same way the Detroit Lions started their season. It was fucking awful. I think he started like, 0-4 interceptions?
Yeah.
But still fought through that and came back. Now you're adding Calvin Ridley to the mix. You got a bunch of other defenders they have, young defenders in that team, growing alongside him, too. That's the only reason why. If the Detroit Lions, I'm not saying, like, Jared Goff is a good quarterback. But
stop the presses. He said it. Somebody clip it.
It.
Folks, we got him.
I never said he wasn't. Maybe in 2021 I probably had some choice words for sure.
I definitely did.
Yeah, goddamn right. But deservedly so. But nonetheless, Detroit Lions, even if you are a Jared Goff fan and or believer in the long term, you can't sit here and say for certain that he's the guy of the future. They haven't locked him up for you to speak that in confidence. And they went ahead and they drafted Hendon Hooker. And it's like, he's got to leave you scratching your head. I'm talking about like both sides of the aisle. Whether you're pro-golf or anti-golf, you don't know what's going on in that situation. The Jacksonville Jaguars have a guy, and barring injury, he's going to be the guy for a very long time. And an elite guy at that. And that's why I'd have to go, unfortunately, Jacksonville Jaguars. Although I think Chris does make great points, though, when it comes to like the leadership of the Detroit Lions. It's beyond like Brad Holmes, too. I think, obviously, in Dan Campbell, you have something there. Depending on how long you have Ben Johnson. I mean, that's a big part of the Detroit Lions' offensive success, too, is Ben Johnson. That's a piece that, like, you don't know is going to be a long-term either.
Yeah. don't know how long he's going to be here.
Yeah, like the offensive mind of Doug Peterson is Doug Peterson. He's the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
He's there as long as, until he fucks up enough to get fired. I don't see that come soon. Former Super Bowl winning champion or Super Bowl winning head coach, a former offensive coordinator under Andy Reid. Like he's got a great offensive mind. Where our offense, as of now, you could give Dan Campbell however much credit you want to give him for the restore of the offense in 2021 towards the back half of it, but like that was from Ben Johnson, bro. Because Dan Campbell was also the guy. Again, love Dan Campbell, but he was also the guy that handed the offensive coordinating duties to Anthony Lynn.
Yeah.
And you saw how that went.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be real about it too. Love that he kept Ben Johnson, but Ben Johnson was already here when he joined the Detroit Lions. Ben Johnson was part of the Matt Patricia regime, and he decided to keep him. Thank God he did. Didn't pull a John Beeline. But John Beeline. I think your mic's off. Haha. Is it broken? Is it unplugged or something? Well, I'm listening. Oh, I think I heard something.
Yeah, his is unplugged. Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. I was just saying, isn't that though a point, like a counterpoint you can also use both for and against depending on what side of the argument you lean? Because although yes, Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn have been great coordinators for this team and probably are set up to be future head coaches, the fact that you have Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell in the position that are going to, if they find somebody, or if or when they find somebody that they recognize as brilliant, put them in the right position, which ultimately puts their team in the best position to win. So I think there is some value in Dan Campbell stepping aside and delegating these roles to other people rather than just the
Ben Johnson.
Yeah,
like you're saying, like him finding another Ben Johnson.
Not necessarily even finding another Ben Johnson, but just most coaches, this coaches are competitive and they have egos and they make their decisions, and having a coach that's willing to do what's best for the team and maybe delegate roles and regulate things other that most coaches wouldn't do.
I think it's better to have a head coach in place that's what his specialty is, like a Doug Peterson or an Andy Reid or Kyle Shanahan or a Sean McVay or somebody who's that great offensive mind. Because don't get me wrong, Dan Campbell looks like he's going to be a great head coach in this league, but you got to keep replacing those guys. How long do we know that Ben Johnson's going to be here for? How long do we know that Aaron Glenn is going to be here for? So to lose those guys would be a big hit. And Tanner Strand he looks like he is the next in line to fill the role when Ben Johnson leaves. We don't know what he is yet. We don't know if he'll be the same type of play caller, same type of offensive guru that Ben Johnson is yet. So that could be a big hole left for them. But while the Jags, they have Doug, like you said, they have Doug Peterson in place until they say goodbye. So.
Yeah, and that's the part too. Is like I point to the quarterback over there in Jacksonville. That's say what you want. I can't with the Jared Goff thing, but we just don't know what it is long term yet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good sign. But then you talk about the leadership in the Detroit Lions. Well, they have that too in Doug Peterson. That's a guy who literally went out there and won a Super Bowl. And like I said too, as we're dependent on Ben Johnson for our offense, that's their offensive mind. Former NFL quarterback, a former player coach himself too, or current player coach.
And they've dealt with adversity already. They were down 25 points in a playoff game on the road.
Yeah,
and they came back and won. So it's not something crazy to say that they're in a better situation when you look at the head coach quarterback combo.
And you could have good leadership and still end up failing in the end of it. Like I look at an example who I think is, I don't want to say he's underrated. I think he's still respected around the league, but Mike Vrabel.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Vrabel's a fucking animal as a head coach. I mean, what he's done with the Tennessee Titans consistently. You look at the game that you were talking about yesterday between the KC Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans almost beat them with freaking Malik Willis. Which, by the way, did you see the tweet I sent you?
I did.
Yeah, he's saying the boy's making leaps and bounds. He said he keep competing with Ryan Tannehill for the starting spot this year. It's crazy. But nonetheless, without a true answer at the quarterback position, they've kind of been up and down, teeter-totter. And that's what I'm saying. Like when you have a quarterback that's a true top 10 quarterback, or top 7, because again that top 10 alternates. We get to it every time we do these rankings.
He's top 5. I think he's gonna be top 5 next year.
Lawrence?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I'm just saying like the Titans are a perfect example though when you get a quarterback like that. Although some of it's due to injury, but like when you're teeter-tottering on your performance, you don't know what type of level of consistency you're getting from that guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you end up in the dumps. Like you're always fighting for it, but it's not always Nothing's promised. I don't want to say anything's promised, but you feel a lot more comfortable when you got a guy like Trevor Lawrence.
Definitely, it's something you easily hang your head on. We've talked about it before. Like, it's easier to build around when you have a guy like that. When you have a guy that you know can do things that other players can't, rather than, no disrespect to Jared Goff, but he's not as talented as Trevor Lawrence. So you can put Trevor Lawrence out there in situations, and if a play breaks down, he's going to take care of you. He's going to break out. He's going to make a play with his legs or with his great arm talent that some people can't. So I'm excited to see what goes on with the Jags. I'm going to be watching them closely for sure. But just when you have that guy, when you have that dude, it makes everything easier. And they have that dude in Trevor Lawrence.
100%. Usually, do we want to try phone lines or no? It's up to you guys.
I don't think so.
No. I'll say usually
They're still messed up.
Phone lines are working. I have you guys call in and weigh in on this one, but I'm kind of tight with the Jags. I mean, I'd love for someone to talk to me to the Lions. I mean, Chris is probably the closest in this whole conversation between like the leadership and coaches, but I think you still at the end of the day, again, Tennessee Titans example, need that quarterback. Actually, another example, Andy Reid. Andy Reid's been around for the longest. Never got one until he got Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
And he had Mike Vick, and then that fucking super team. Remember the dream team they used to have in Philly? Andy Reid coached that team. They shit the bed. Namdi Asamoah, he was supposed to be him. But let me tell you guys about Swiss Insurance, because with the summertime here, you guys know that's the best time for premium coverage. Whether you're planning graduation party or people are just coming over to swim in your lake or pool, your liability exposure increases significantly in the summertime. Let Swiss Insurance Group review your coverage and make sure you are protected from an unexpected loss. Check out Swiss at swissins.com or call Mark today at 248-800-4177. Again, that's 248-800-4177. It's Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
The Sports Marketing Agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Your childhood may be over, but playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts. Carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, Ellis Tractor, Steel, and more. Servicing the Great Lakes region with locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground.
What up, though? Thank you for joining the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com, 5 to 7, Monday through Friday. I'm your boy Easy. Yes, my guy Spin More Racks. We got young Chris in the TD booth. JP Smooth on the ones and twos. We're rocking along on a Tuesday. Previously discussing whose future you'd rather invest in, the Detroit Lions or Jacksonville Jaguars. We are Detroit Sports Network. It does not surprise me not one bit. The Detroit Lions dropped 77% to 23% in that poll. That's right, though.
That's fair.
I just feel different. If Hendon Hooker ends up being him, I'm changing my answer quick as shit.
Yeah.
What level of quarterback would Hendon Hooker have to reach for you to change your answer? Like Kirk Cousins-esque? Or would have to be above that? Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be better than Jared Goff.
Like Dak Prescott? Is that change your answer?
It's the same.
Yeah.
For me,
that is the
like
same.
So you'd have to be elite.
Consensus top 10, I think. Like
Yes.
every year you can count on him being a top 10 quarterback. Like Jared Goff can have top 10 quarterback seasons, but he's not necessarily a consistent top 10 quarterback. So I think one of those guys that you mentioned, like who was 8 through 10 on those rankings way back when? Do you guys remember? Wasn't it like Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, it was ultimate.
So like that, to me, that range, like a guy that you know is going to be damn near a lock for a top 10 quarterback every year. I think that's what would change the equation drastically in Detroit's favor.
It's rough, man. It's tough to find. There's
right.
one. I'm not like saying you guys are wrong at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like 1 to 6 of those in the league at any given time. It's fucking out of a 32 team league. I mean, it's rough.
I mean, I think you'd have to be like a Jalen Hurts-esque.
That's fair. Hurts. I'm writing down like guys that are like consensus top 10 right now.
Yeah.
Is Hurts a consensus top 10 yet?
Yeah, right now.
He had the one good year though. Like,
Yes.
Are we?
Yes.
Okay. Just because I want another year of that, I'm gonna put him towards the end of mine.
That's fair.
But yeah, Mahomes, Jackson, Hurts is in there, right? I mean,
Burrow.
Hurts is in there. Burrow,
Allen.
Is are we ready to put? I already put Herbert down, right? Yeah.
Mac Jones.
Tua.
We'll see, man. I hope that Hendon
Jimmy
Hooker is one of
Garoppolo.
those, or that maybe Jared Goff just proves me wrong,
Mhm.
and makes me look like a fucking stupid idiot.
Is
But,
Stafford consensus top 10 to you?
yeah, I think so, right? Would you say so? Like throughout his entire career?
Yeah, probably.
I'd say so.
What about A-Rod?
Yeah, absolutely, not a doubt.
Even though he fell off last year?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of an injury last year too.
Mhm.
Whatever he skipped, whatever camps.
I mean, he does have
OTA.
2 of the last 3 MVPs, so.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's not even a question.
Yeah.
A-Rod's definitely. Is Matthew Stafford one for you, JB? The
top
consensus
10?
Yeah, consensus top 10, like
Yeah,
year after year.
he's definitely up there.
Is he there this year?
No.
This year, no.
No. And that's like expectations for this year, or like based off last year.
Both.
Expectations. Damn. I feel like you guys sleeping on the Rams, man.
I don't think we're sleeping on the Rams.
I think y'all sleeping. Jesus Christ, Easy. Get another hat. You work there. Bro, I got this hat like 2 weeks ago. What the fuck you mean, bro?
It's a dope hat.
Yeah. And I've only been wearing it for like a week and a half.
Who the fuck wears the same hat every day? Fucking loser.
Yeah, fucking loser. By the way, it's a dope ass hat. There's like 7 people in the state that have this hat right now. 8 maybe.
We're 4 of them.
Yeah.
Do you all got
There
one?
was 8 of them at
Yeah.
our show on Friday.
Really? Damn, Lucas really wanted one.
Well,
There's people at this point don't have this hat. So DNC, sit down, son. All right. This next topic is another good one. I told you guys, Spinny drew up a good show for you guys. Hutchinson has the 6th best odds to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Mhm.
Is this real?
Yeah.
What sportsbook is this?
tied 6th.
What is this?
Fuck.
Yeah, it's hard to read. I'll pull it up for you
Yeah,
guys. Keep talking.
Zoom in there for me. I think it's FanDuel.
Zoom in. Oh, you guys weren't here for that.
I can't see shit. What? For what? I think it's FanDuel, though, but he's got the same odds as Aaron Donald and Chris Jones.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of
You
here.
buying that at all?
No. I mean, no disrespect to Aiden, but what the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Am I being a... I don't think I'm being a hater, but like...
No, it might be a little high.
Right?
But if you expect the Lions to be who they are and their defense to be great, I think he'll play a big part of it.
That's fair. It's a fair conversation.
If he gets 13.5 sacks, which is what I think he'll get.
Holy shit, how are we supposed... So Myles Garrett looks like the odds-on favorite. Micah Parsons second. TJ Watt. No clues after that one.
Nick Bosa, Gardner, and then Max Crosby.
Gardner. Who Gardner?
Hassan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hassan, and then Hassan Reddick, Brian Burns, Aaron Donald, then Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
But Aaron Donald and Brian Burns and Hassan Reddick are all tied with Aiden Hutchinson.
Wow, and that's over Chris Jones. I think it's kind of crazy.
Yep. And Quinnen Williams.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of steep for me. I mean, no, actually, I would be surprised if he went out there and got it. I think it is a stud,
Yeah.
but Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, that's a little much for right now. I think he's going to take a jump. But like I said, I can see the reasoning behind it of why he is so high, other than Lions fans and Michigan fans both being very aggressive when betting on their own. So they could be playing that route. But if you expect the Lions to be a good team, if you expect them to win the North, if you expect them to go deep into the playoffs, maybe make it to the NFC Championship game, and their defense to be vastly improved, then Aiden Hutchinson's going to be a big part of that.
The king of the north.
I mean, I do agree on that.
Your meat is bloody tough.
I look at it as like kind of like what happened last year too. Like, you know, Aiden's getting double teamed, then guess who's eating? James Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't. It's not knocking Aiden, but that's like kind of the role you play. It's the heavyweight role almost. You know, like we need you to take on more bodies so these guys can work and beat their guys individually. I think JB and I both were heading into the season with the expectation of James Houston, quite honestly, and possibly having more sacks than Aiden Hutchinson. And that doesn't say Aiden Hutchinson's a worse than James Houston. It's just that Aiden Hutchinson's seeing two people because you need two humans to block him at all times. Versus James Houston is a beneficiary of that situation. And maybe Josh Pascal can take it a little nasty too. I mean, obviously I would fucking love for that to happen. I just don't know if I don't know if I'm beating it like I'm tweeting on that one. I don't know.
Gotta beat it like you tweet it.
JB, you are a believer in James Houston. What?
Did anybody take him when we did our draft?
Probably JB.
JB probably did.
I have to go back and look at pictures, but yeah, somebody took him. I don't think it was me though. I think
JB took like 2 Detroit Lions players each and every one of those drafts.
Back to back, yeah.
MVP Jared Goff.
Well, you believe that that James Houston could have more sacks than Aiden, right? Or you still, yeah.
I still believe he will. I mean, it'll be a competition between them two both, but it's not to say that Hutch won't have the same or similar numbers as James Houston, but I just have a little bit more faith and confidence in James Houston to do it. As you said, you're going to have to send two people to sit here and block Aiden, which opens up the spot for Houston to get sacks. So
you just don't like him because he's white.
That too. Okay.
That's why you didn't pick him.
So like with that being your take, what do you feel about him being 6 for Defensive Player of the Year?
I mean, I like it. There's no hurting him if he wins it, but I don't think it's going to happen, given the other names that's on that list as well, too. I mean, T.J. Watt, come on. One of the Bosa's was on there as well, too. Like, I don't think it's going to happen, but, I mean, if you want to throw $5 down on it, go right ahead. You know me, so.
Yeah, it's what, plus 2,500?
Yeah, plus 2,500.
Yeah. Pretty good odds. What would that be if you threw $5 down?
Come on now.
I have to look at it.
Yeah, so you got to be 9.5 sacks his first year. Who's that, Joey Bosa that's in there? Or Nick Bosa? Must see how many sacks he had his first year. Or he got hurt his first year, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
I'm looking it up right now. His rookie year, he had... Why would sacks not be in here? That's the stupidest fucking... That just pissed me off. I don't know, man. Are we allowed to put him in that group of names? T.J. Watt, Nick Bosa.
I mean, no. There's a
Micah
reason why his odds aren't nearly as close.
9 sacks out of Nick Bosa's rookie year. So maybe you could say he's on pace. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm suffering from a little bit of SOL stuff.
$5 gets you 130.
130?
Yeah.
Are you throwing 5 down?
I mean, I could.
Throw 50 down.
50. Come on, what are you doing, this guy? What is wrong with you?
I'm not rich like you guys.
Yeah. JB, you got the most money out of
JB, we work at both the same places. What do you mean?
I know, right?
Wait, you work at this one now too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one in Romeo?
No.
Hazel
Park.
Yeah. JB does Dispo delivery.
Really?
Yeah, Dispo Dash.
Hell yeah.
His boss told me he got a big tip the other day.
Really?
Pause, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a pause.
Was there because they recognized you, or if you were just fast or something?
I think I was just fast.
Yeah.
Show me.
They were surprised I got there so quick. I was like, oh, I just put this order in. All right.
I'm gonna be a star.
I'll take your shirt off.
I'll take this tip.
Chris, you feel comfortable enough to speak on this?
What, I'm being broke? Yeah, I can speak on that. Definitely. We can all collectively laugh. But no, on which part of it? The Hutchinson odds? Yeah, I think it's high, but it's also about right at the same time because like you said, I mean, this Lions team can finish anywhere in the top 6 to 8 best records in the NFL, and if that's the case, you know, your leader on defense can definitely should be in consideration, and you know, and he's tied for 6th on this list, so it seems about right. It seems about right, especially when we know the narrative for the Lions and everything going with it. So it seems fair. I wouldn't put money on it personally, though. JB, I wouldn't put money on it.
Said JB Goldstein. Holding on to them pennies. But how many sacks do you think Hutch will end up with this year?
11.
11?
11 or 12. You got 13.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess he'd be on pace for that 13. If you're looking at Bosa getting his 9 sacks this year, I don't know. Maybe he does get that 13. Because as much as I think that Houston be working on a lot of those one-on-one situations, I mean, he won't be working them long if he keeps fucking beating the fuck out of guys on him either. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's doing some different shit. And I think that's why he's going to last for a while, too, is like the moves that Houston's doing, you don't see. Mm-hmm. So it's like, who in practice is mimicking that? You know, like, to like the degree that he's able to execute it.
Yeah.
Like he's pulling these out of his fucking bag. Nobody else really pulling that. Like, no one else doing that. The skip to my Louis pulled last year. The fucking
That shit was hype.
Mario.
That
Like,
Mario.
I've never seen that shit. Like that's just it's like doing basketball
He hit
moves.
a hezzy, yeah.
Yeah. So I think James Houston's going to continue to do work. It's going to take guys a while to learn how to block him, but if he becomes the menace that we think he can be, then yeah, maybe Aiden does get that 13.5, and maybe I look stupid. Maybe they clip this during his fucking when the news breaks. And everybody's saying, "Oh, why is Aiden right there? Why is Aiden 6 best odds?" Maybe he does it.
Yeah. Aiden, listen to this. Use it as cannon fodder.
Do you think he should have the best odds on the team? Because him being 6,
Yes, he should have the best odds on the team.
over CJ, DJ,
Yes.
over Kirby.
Yes.
Yeah. I think Kirby could be in there. Over Aiden, I guess. Yeah. Then you have a conversation because Aiden does sacks as well.
Mm-hmm.
He can be picking up the ball.
I don't know if he's gonna have 3 interceptions.
That shit
That
was
was
crazy.
crazy.
That
But you
was
never
wild.
know. I mean, Justin Fields is still in our division, so
TJ Swat. Oh, shots fired. I agree.
that was the ugliest pick of all time. He threw it right to him, and there's nobody rushing the quarterback.
Water gun to your head. Justin Fields or Jared Goff?
Justin Fields. Like for my team
Yeah.
right now, or like going forward,
Yeah. However you want to look at it.
Justin Fields.
If you want to win Super Bowl this year, like you're trying.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. JB, gun to your head. Water gun to your head. Can't get your hair wet. Your mom will whoop your ass.
For right now, Jared Goff. For the future, Justin Fields.
Chris. Wisconsin to your head.
Not again.
Water gun to your head. Justin Fields or Jared Goff?
The pickle.
Yo, that was
Easy.
Yeah.
You answer it now.
I think I said Justin Fields like last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I don't want to say it.
Say it again.
Jared Goff. I'll switch it up every week.
Fraudulent.
You guys miss Adam, right?
Let me tell you guys about Lady Jane's. Because walk into any Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not one but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 1 car for you and 1 for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
All of Detroit sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What up, there? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by guys Spin More Racks. Yo,
Hello.
Chris, JB Smooth. Hit the like button if you guys haven't already. 5 to 7 weekdays, Monday through Friday. Stay tuned, WoodSports.com, merch, all that. But right now, just hit that like button. All right. 5-star review on all podcast platforms, too. You're supposed to say it, Chris.
5 stars.
As your cue.
6 stars.
6, 6, 6, 6, 6. All right. Who's more important to the team's success this year? Jaden IVey or Amon-Ra St. Brown? Spinny? 100%.
100%. No, I was looking for DeBrincat news, but nothing yet. I think you got to go Jaden IVey. I mean, strictly, obviously, Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to have a huge role for this team, especially in the first 6 weeks of the season without Jameson Williams. But you just look at a basketball team, man, there's only 5 guys on the court. And this guy is supposed to be a cornerstone for your franchise. This guy is expected to take a jump from year 1 to year 2. And you need him to go out there and ball. You need him to go out there and be that, 1B to Cade's 1A on this team, to be a playmaker, to be a scorer, to improve defensively, to continue to shoot the ball like he did in his first season. So I'm going to go with Jaden IVey just because of the factor of there's only 5 guys on the court, and the NBA or the NFL is such a team game that one guy can have such more of an impact on a basketball team than they can a football team.
Chris?
I was actually kind of torn on this one because of Amon-Ra St. Brown, and you take him out of the equation, especially the first 6 weeks, and what that does to your offense. I mean, I know we credit Ben Johnson for having all of these weapons and all of this versatility in the offense, which is true, but Amon-Ra St. Brown really puts then a lot of pressure if you're taking him out on Marvin Jones and all of these other guys that you're obviously not as high on, Josh Reynolds and J-Mo obviously being out, but Spencer's right. It's Jaden IVey, because at the end of the day, Cade is going to be the one with the ball in his hands the most. But the second most on this team, the second most will be Jaden IVey. Jaden IVey is looking to establish himself as the clear number 2 on this team, in a team that's looking to build for the future. They're looking to build an all-star backcourt, and Jaden IVey is definitely going to be essential to the offense. When Cade is on the bench, Ivey is going to be running the point a lot of times. They're going to probably stagger Cade and Ivey's minutes all season long. So Ivey is extremely, extremely important to this team's success this year, and how well he meshes with Cade, and also just his ability to run the show when Cade is either off his game or just on the bench.
Are we assessing this as long-term success or like 2023 success in this question?
Next year's success.
So just,
I think both here are here long term though. So
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a fair argument either way.
JB, what's yours? What's your answer?
I probably got to lean with Spencer and Chris on this with Ivey, just because the Lions, of course, they know the goals for this upcoming season, and there's a lot of weapons on this team. So just because you remove St. Brown from it doesn't mean I don't think they will still have this. They won't have that same success, given that Ben Johnson is there to help them out as well too. Whereas the Pistons, you know, as Chris said, the ball is going to be in Cade's hand, but as soon as he's off the floor, Ivey is going to be the one that's going to be the one to take charge out there. And from this past season, he probably is a little disappointed with the results that he's had. So he wants to bounce back and definitely improve this team. So I got to go with Ivey on this one.
I'm kind of surprised by all you guys' answers. My answer is easily Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think some of it partly being that we haven't seen the Pistons actually win games.
Yeah, the Lions have more expectations.
Yeah, the Lions have more expectations. We see them win games. A big part of the Detroit Lions winning games has consistently been Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown, I don't know where you want to gauge him in terms of top 10 wide receivers, but I think for damn sure, from running backs to all skills positions across the entire NFL, Amon-Ra St. Brown would be in top 10 of the most consistent. One of the most consistent performers, game in, game out. You know what you're going to get out of him, and I don't think it even matters who's quarterbacking at times. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown he's him. He's considered widely top 10 in his position for a reason. I think that's a lot more important to your team's success than Jaden IVey, and that's not a jab at Jaden IVey. And I haven't seen the Pistons have success to know what they need to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this team. And again, we're basing off of 2023. If the Detroit Pistons are able to throw Cam Johnson that $100+ million contract and land him, I think that if Ivey were to
takes more of the pressure off of him.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily think that. I mean, you guys know how I feel about the fit, but I don't think that Cade needs Ivey to be successful. I think if you had Cade Cunningham alongside a great shooter like Cam Johnson and what we hope is Asor Thompson in terms of like a defender, I think Detroit Pistons can still be successful with that recipe alongside Jalen Duren too. Like, I don't know that Jaden IVey is a piece of that being successful. I think you look at a little bit of what Dallas did with Luka. They don't necessarily have a Jaden IVey. Maybe you look at Brunson the year that he was there going off. Maybe that's your Jaden IVey role, and they were in the playoffs, and in the playoffs they missed the playoffs without him. So maybe there's that.
That's fair.
That's fair too. But I mean, again, I guess for me, it's just got to be based off the fact that we haven't seen the Pistons have success with Ivey, without Ivey, with Cade, without Cade. It's been like, honestly, going on a decade of losing seasons has been fucking real bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why they're so pressed to like finally win now. But I think it's easily Amon-Ra St. Brown. Only between the two of them, all due respect to Jaden, he's only 1 year in, but only one of these guys is widely considered, I should say, a top 10 player at their position in their respective sport.
Yeah. That's fair when you look at it like that. I just think that even with, like you said, the additions of Asor Thompson, hopefully they get a Cam Johnson, it could take some load off. He's still your number 2. Like, even with those guys, he's still your number 2, and you need more than just one guy or one elite player in the NBA to be successful. So Jaden IVey needs to develop into somebody that can go out there and play and give somebody 25, 30 points a game every night. Like, he needs to be that guy in the wing with Cade ready to go and can pick up the slack if somebody's having an off night, because that's what you drafted him to be. You drafted him to be that dynamic playmaker. You drafted him to be the guy that could put the team on his back, that could take some of the load off Cade. So with an Oscar Thompson addition, hopefully a Cam Johnson, yeah, it makes things easier, but he's still the second focal point of your team. So you need him to go out there and have success.
Yeah, 'cause I think, again, based off fit, and I know that there's very few of me that share this opinion in terms of like the fit is important with the Detroit Pistons team. But I almost feel like if you were to put Alec Burks in that spot, it works just as well, if not maybe sometimes better, because you're able to get that efficiency at the 3-point spot. Now that doesn't mean that Jaden can't provide that to you. We've yet to see it. It's kind of unfair to even like put that on him. But I know for damn sure Alec Burks is knocking down that 3. I know for damn sure Bojan's knocking down that 3. Don't know so much about Sor, but I know he's bringing it on defense. I know if we bring Cam Johnson, he's knocking that boy down too. And I know that's a recipe for success in that league already. I don't need Jaden IVey to be successful. I don't know how to word this without coming off kind of disrespectful. But and also we just don't know what they look like. What up though, Chris?
Well, but again, that's what makes IVey such a great pairing, in my opinion, with Cade in the backcourt, is he provides that rim pressure and that ability to finish in traffic, attack closeouts, and I think that's a really huge thing, because when Cade drawing the double team and drawing just the natural help defenses that he will draw because of his abilities, teams will have to scramble and recover, and scrambling and recovery on an IVey is a mistake in and of itself, because his quick first step, his elite quick first step, is going to be able to just blow past defenders if the 3-point shot isn't there. And then all of a sudden now you're changing the whole geometry of the court, because now it's 3-on-2 or it's 4-on-3, and it's Piston advantages left and right, and somebody's going to be open for either a shot or Jaden IVey finishing at the rim or somebody else finishing at the rim. So that, like, to sell IVey as just being or to sell the offense as just simply Cade Cunningham driving kicks, while that is going to be a core principle of the offense, particularly Monty Williams, rim pressure is an elite thing. He likes to run a lot of actions, a lot of floppies to get people cuts to the rim, and just get a lot of rim pressure too. So that's why IVey is more than just, shooting. I think you're selling it short there.
I'm not selling it short. Look at the past championship teams. I think there's a lot more 3-point shooting involved than rim pressure. I want to dismiss the rim pressure theory right now. I'm sick of hearing that. On top of the fact that Jalen Duren can provide that for you too. There's other athletes in this team that can provide the rim pressure for you, especially with a great passer like Cade Cunningham.
I'm not saying it's more important.
No, I know, but I'm not going at you specifically. This is like a beef with Pistons Twitter almost, because going back to like the draft with Ben Mathurin, like. You don't need rim pressure to win. It's not like a key to winning in today's NBA. I think the 3-point shooting is a lot more important than the rim pressure. I think you look at the Detroit Pistons, what's consistent with them the past 2 years, lack of 3-point shooting, ending up the lottery every single year. Look at the championship teams. 3-point shooting rings along with it. Mm-hmm. 3-point shooting, I'd say, over the rim pressure for sure. And I think it's respectable defense too. I think that's like underrated defense for the Warriors and team ball too. And same thing with the Nuggets. The Nuggets are very, very long. And the Nuggets got a little bit of rim pressure too, because a lot of athletes, but they all shoot as well. I mean, Jamal Murray, 40%. We were talking about it in the hallway the other day. Fucking 40%. Yeah. That guy's nuts.
But the one counter easy when we because this is a take I very much agree with you with on needing elite shooting to particularly in some of your 3 best players to win a championship. But the one exception to that is the 2020 Los Angeles Lakers, and what they did with LeBron and Anthony Davis. Well, they shot respectable enough from 3. A lot of it was in the paint. Yes, also Milwaukee. I mean, Milwaukee does have a lot of shooters around Giannis.
Can I tell you something about that Lakers team? Did you know KCP broke Kobe Bryant's 3-point record in the playoffs run that year?
KCP's a role player.
Yeah. No. But I'm saying 3-point shooting. That's what I'm telling you. I don't think you need Jaden IVey to be successful on this team. KCP, like you said, is a role player, right? Guys sitting there knocking down threes.
Different eras, different shot volume, and also
for sure. But they were shooting the shot that ball.
I mean, yeah, they were, but you need both. It was led by the paint presence of LeBron and Anthony Davis. That's why KCP is open.
Because Anthony Davis is in the paint, LeBron's driving in the hole and sucking in the defense.
So
LeBron's kicking out for open
Cade
shots.
Cunningham, Jalen Duren.
Yeah, possibly.
That's all I'm saying. Again, one of these guys is top 10 at
And
their
IVey,
position.
too.
It's not even an
Again,
argument.
IVey brings this to the table too, and that's just more rim pressure, which is good for more shooting. Like, it's one of those things, Easy, where you're not necessarily wrong, but you're just devaluing one completely over the other when they both matter. Like layups and dunks. I'll take layups and dunks all day over threes. I know that three-point shooting is great,
I got
but
one
give
where,
me
in
shots at the
absence
rim.
of it, you're looking at lottery. With it, you're looking at championship. Like, one's definitely more important. That's 3-point shooting. And again, compared to these two guys, one of them's top 10 in their position. Like I'd rather have a top 10 guy ready and available on my team than a guy I don't even know how he fits alongside the guy in Cade Cunningham. That's all.
IVey can definitely be a top 10 too. Or is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm saying like Cade is your guy. And I don't know how he fits
course.
alongside him.
I think he fits good.
And we gonna see. You know, that's there's not a sure answer to that one, but there is a sure answer how you can join the Randy Wise Automotive Team Tour, golf tour, I should say, celebrity golf tour with the likes of Braylon Edwards, Darren McCarty, and the one and only Jim Harbaugh. Maybe Spinny's there. The real Chris Platty may be there.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. He's a superstar. You guys see him in the Whales on Rails sequel 2. Make sure you guys join. The only opportunity to do so is joining any Randy Wise Automotive Team location for your opportunity to join the celebrity golf tours. Woodward Heavyweights will be right back.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights Live at WoodwardSports.com. I'm Easy. That's my guy, Spin More Racks. You know, Chris, JB Smooth, rocking along on a Tuesday. Things just got a little spicy there. Kind of debating on who's more important to the team's success in 2023 between Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jaden IVey. I got Amon-Ra St. Brown. The boys, I'm up against this. 3 versus 1 on this one. They all got Jaden IVey. Anybody want to come to the winning side yet?
No.
No? Woodward Sports chat poll, 58% in favor of Amon-Ra St. Brown, 42% in Jaden IVey. And then I'll say this to the whole argument. We've yet to see success from the Detroit Pistons. It's kind of like unfair to like.
We haven't seen success for the Lions either.
We've seen a winning season from the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
We've yet to see that out of the Detroit Pistons.
Well, a winning season doesn't mean much if you don't get to the playoffs.
A winning season means more than one of the worst record.
Yeah, and that was all Jaden IVey's fault. Was them having the worst record?
No one's saying that, but I'm saying
That gave us
there's
the
more
fifth
attributed
pick.
to the Detroit Lions right now than the Detroit Pistons. On top of the fact we haven't seen the two together.
Yeah.
I'm not. Don't turn that into blaming Jaden. I made note of this too before we even got into the debate. Detroit Lions in games. I remember Amon-Ra banged up his ankle, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He missed the one game against the Seahawks, which they lost. Although they did put up points in that one. Missed the game against the Patriots, they lost, and then missed the game against. He came back, but he got kicked out of the Patriots game. And then the very next game was against Dallas, which he was still kind of banged up. Lost that one too. Jaden IVey, Cade. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of unfair. We didn't have like numbers to like measure that off of. I guess you could look at the beginning of that last year. They won against Magic. I think how many of that didn't they get most of their wins with the duo together?
I think so.
Or at least like a third of them.
Yeah.
Maybe it does work.
Weird.
We're gonna see. I can't wait. Speaking of the Detroit Pistons, we have a couple of Detroit Pistons topics that I wanted to get to. Speaking of Jaden IVey specifically, you say he took last year personal?
Yeah.
What was there to take personal about last year?
Yeah, he had a quote. Said it was a disappointing year, but I think that that fire, that pain that it brought me, it'll lead to something better next year. A lot of people are underestimating us. We have a lot of pride, and we're going to show that. So obviously, the lack of success last year is something that he's not sitting on lightly.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, both these guys, him and Cade Cunningham, they're not used to losing like that. So when you go into your first season or 2 seasons in the NBA and you're losing, it's obviously going to stick with these guys. So hopefully that comes out and he makes a difference going into next year. These guys play harder. They got a new head coach. they should have a lot of juice around them with the head coach and the draft picks and the change of, philosophy both defensively and offensively. And they should go out there and they should make some plays using that last year with the failures and then the setbacks and the injuries as fuel for them to hopefully put out a good season next year.
Yeah, I mean, I've always felt that in Jaden Ivey, that he has what's what I'm looking for? The will, determination to be great. And obviously winning is part of that. And I'm glad that he recognizes that, because that is part of it. I mean, you see a lot of guys that were great at their game. And I'm talking about guys like, number one example for me, Charles Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
Charles Barkley, former MVP in this league. Russell Westbrook, another example too. Guys that were great individually as players, but not recognized as such, kind of disrespected in the long run because it didn't come with the championship rings.
Yeah.
So I really do hope he values that winning, because I think that's the only way that him and Kate are actually going to fit, is playing a true team ball, and not hero ball. And I get that they're going to have their spurts where one's going off and the other's, just relaxing, because that's how it goes. The guy's hot, you got to let him be hot. But I'm glad that he has the mindset of winning basketball, and I think he's perfect situation with Monty and the rest of these guys being young and kind of equally talented, to where you can't hold your chest out and be like, yeah, it's me, I'm the guy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's the type of person he is. I don't think that's the type
so
of player he is. I think he's going to go out there and he's going to do what's best for the team, do what the team needs to win as many games as possible. And this is just more of that. You can see that it fucked with him. He didn't like that shit. He didn't like losing. He didn't like going out there and only winning 17 games in a season. So I expect them to go out there with more dog mentality next year, more fight, not lay down. I mean, you saw at the end of the year they were fighting in all those games. Although, the talent difference just made itself apparent in some of those games, to where the other team had better players and more players that they can put out.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks. It sucks when that happens, when you're down so many guys. When you lose, obviously, Cade Cunningham for the year. Halfway through the year, Bogey. Halfway through the year, Isaiah Stewart. And now you're running out there with a bunch of G League guys going up against professional players. So in your rookie season, when you're asked to take on a lot more pressure, you're asked to be that guy because the guy that was there gets injured and ends up missing the season. It's tough. So now that hopefully they'll both be healthy all year next year, they'll have a full complement of players, and they'll go out there and make plays.
Yeah, I hope he takes it personal, because the guy is more important to his team took it personal. His team turned around. His name's Amon-Ra St. Brown. But no, Amon-Ra St. Brown, though. I mean, that's an example of a guy who's taking things personal. Bro, the fucking GOAT. What is the meme with Michael Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
And I took that personal.
Yeah.
and he used it as fuel to motivate himself to become the fucking GOAT. I hope he keeps the mentality, and I hope the rest of that spreads along the team, too. I almost feel like this is one of the things I like about Asor. I feel like he's even though he wasn't part of last year,
yeah,
he's got that chip on his shoulder, it feels like, too.
Mm-hmm.
He immediately coming in and talking about wins, you know what I'm saying? And immediately kind of wanting some respect. It almost feels like listening to him talk, and the brief interviews I've got to hear him in.
Yeah, we've heard it from Troy Weaver, too, that's the type of guy he wants to bring in, is a culture fit, is a mindset fit, that could be one of the reasons they moved on from Sadiq Bey, was because he didn't have that right mindset. He didn't have the right fit with what they were trying to build. So
that's a great point.
Yeah, now they have guys in there that are hungry. They have guys in there that want to win. We know Cade Cunningham will do whatever it takes to win. He can do a lot of different things. You can use him in a lot of different ways, and he'll do whatever it takes to win on a certain night. So Jaden Ivey is filling that same kind of era, that same kind of vibe, and we hope it results in something next year. And in a play-in berth or something like that, in a season where they don't win 17 games, where they can go out there and be a respectable franchise.
Christopher?
Yeah, I mean, guys, you have to look no further than his first interview with Detroit when he talked about his lock screen and what he had on it. He had Rookie of the Year and all these stats and stuff that he wants to read. And remember, he had Rookie of the Year, and this guy was continuously getting disrespected his whole entire rookie campaign because the Pistons team was losing. So not only is he frustrated from a competitive standpoint with the fact that his team is losing games, but he now realizes that when he loses, or when his team loses, he also loses too. He gets disrespected in the media. He gets the unfair narratives put on him. So that's going to light even more of a fuel and even more of a fire for Jaden Ivey, and a player that, is someone that really just he doesn't strike me as somebody that needs a lot of motivation to begin with. I think he has a lot of that internal motivation and great drive, but this is just giving him more. So I think it's good to see. It's what you want to hear, but there's a difference with Ivey. I believe it. This isn't your typical player just being like, yeah, last year sucked and we want to win more games. I think with Ivey there's a real genuine there's a real genuine belief I have in his feelings about this.
Mm-hmm. I think you made a great point too. Is and last year, I think both of you guys made this point, is like him not receiving the accolades for being like one of the better rookies that year, and it being tied to the record.
Yeah,
and we've seen this in the past
Same
too.
with Cade.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think having those experiences, having balled, not just like having experience of them losing and not getting the recognition, like balled, like deserving the credit as an individual player and not getting it because of like your team success, kind of planted the seed like, hey, you got to win games if you truly want to reach these pinnacles around your lock screen. And the fact that, sophomore year, okay, knockout rookie of the year, knockout all-team rookie, those are off the list now. Now these team accolades are moving up on that in the background of his phone.
Yeah. And he looked at that every day. Like, that's his lock screen. You're looking at that, 100 times a day?
My lock screen's a Maz right now.
You know what I mean?
Your lock screen's Maz?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, the blowed-ass Maz picture? Yeah.
That's a great one.
Show it. It is a great one. Maz the GOAT. Oh, I can't even show you guys.
I mean, you can slack it to me.
I'll slack it to you. No, I love that shit. JB?
Sorry, I was looking at some breaking news.
Oh,
My bad.
What's the breaking news?
Well, it's just kind of sad news. But former Patriots quarterback Ryan Mallett passed away.
What?
No way, really?
Yeah, he was only 35 years old. He drowned, I guess.
Oh, my God.
Wow. That's crazy.
Damn.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Ryan Mallett.
For sure.
That's a guy I thought was going to be a stud. Damn. Fucked up. Rest in peace, Ryan Mallett.
Yeah.
That threw us. I liked Ryan Mallett because I think it was the Texans Hard Knocks, but he was like he's a white guy obviously, but he was like pretty he was like ghetto as fuck.
Yeah.
Like he was pretty hood.
Damn.
I respected that.
That's 35 years old. R.I.P. to Ryan Mallett.
Very young. I mean, there's guys still performing in the league right now at that age. You think Adam Schefter to throw a tweet like, although, and give out his career stats?
I hope not.
I hope not either. Damn, rest in peace to Ryan Mallett.
Yeah.
I guess putting this one back to like on task. I can't add to that one. Let's do a brief break real quick, and we'll come back. Try some tears. But you might tell us about Guardian Alarm?
I will tell you about Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, one for you, one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Let one of our talented, award-winning stylists make you look handsome and clean. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Detroit sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm the boy Easy, joined by guy Spin Mall Rex.
What up, though?
Chris, JB Smooth. Hit the like button if you guys have it already. Had some breaking news, obviously. Rest in peace to Ryan Mallett. Gone too soon. Gone at the age of 35. Drowned yesterday, or today. But last segment, we kind of talked about respect and how Jaden IVey felt the lack of respect last year. Kay Cunningham feeling some disrespect here.
Yeah.
And in this very studio.
Yes. From this chair.
But my dog.
Yeah.
Braylon Edwards. Braylon said, actually, I'm going to let you do this one.
Yeah, so
What happened?
they did a topic about who you think will have the better career in Detroit, Cade Cunningham or Jameson Williams.
Ooh.
And they said Jameson Williams. And they're talking about it, and Braylon said Jameson Williams, and then they were talking about where Cade Cunningham would be if he was drafted this year. And Braylon said he would be 4th because Scoot Henderson and Brandon Miller would both be taken. I was in the car. I said he's going second. He would go second overall if he was getting drafted
Easily.
this year.
Not even close.
But yeah, they said 4th.
They like there is a consensus 4th in the room.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. What do we do? All right, here, I'll break it down for you this way. As prospects, Scoot Henderson, 6'2".
Yes.
Cade Cunningham, 6'6".
Yes.
Scoot Henderson, 27% from 3.
Yes.
Cade Cunningham, 30%.
He shot 40.
He shot 40 in college. 40 in college. Even better. We're talking about
more
prospect.
volume too.
More volume.
On like 5.7 shots.
Yeah, 5.7.
Okay. Assist. I think Cade Cunningham was somewhere around 6. Where was Scoot in G League Ignite? Does anybody on top of that? I think it was like 4.
I got his stats right here.
You got Scoots?
I don't know where he ranks, but he averaged 6.8 assists per game.
Nice.
Yeah.
In G League.
Nice.
Cade Cunningham in college, where I'm going to go off of Tom Izzo's for this argument. Tom Izzo says that that's the best place to develop NBA talent. It's college. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's no way. Cade Cunningham easily goes second in this draft class.
Yeah.
It's not just because I'm a Cade Cunningham stan, just as a prospect.
Yeah.
He's easily
He's a better prospect than Scoot and Brandon Miller, for sure.
Okay, you rewind. You want to throw Scoot in Cade's class? You tell me Scoot goes number 1 overall over Cade Cunningham?
No.
Because I tell you what, I would take Jalen Green over Scoot. Still,
probably.
I would not because look, as bad as the shooting was, I do genuinely believe in Scoot's it factor, and I know that that's something that can get way overhyped and way overblown. But with Scoot, I just believe that wholeheartedly that this man is going to be a star in this league.
That's okay.
He
You
has
believe
it
in
the way
rim
he
pressure.
carries it.
2023 NBA, Scoot needs to shoot, and he can't. He can have all of it.
But he can bring that rim pressure though.
Yeah, that rim pressure ain't doing shit for him
You like
unless he's
Amon,
shooting
though,
the 3
don't you?
ball. I do like Amon, but Amon's strictly playing point guard. He's also 6'7".
Scoot's playing point guard.
Amon's all rim
Amon's
pressure.
6'7".
Yeah.
Amon ain't got no other pressure, just rim pressure.
Amon spread the ball. I mean, it's not that Scoot can't. Obviously, averaging 6 assists is pretty fucking impressive. But
basically 7.
Yeah, Amon being 6'7" is. I mean, it's a big man's game. Scoot's 6'2". I would take Amon over Scoot. I mean, Scoot went over Amon, right?
What? Yeah.
Yeah. No, KG's the number 2. Chris, am I
No.
on board with this?
No, 100%, because Cade's assist numbers were low, but we all know it's very well documented how terrible his team was around him. And, Cade was also a much better isolation scorer in a team that only had one guy to isolation score. So, at the end of the day, Cade Cunningham's stats were better than Scoot. I think it was a real conversation going into the year, but a lot of people were disappointed by how poorly Scoot shot from 3, which also shows that people believe that Scoot can shoot better than he did. And I am a firm believer in his jump shot. But if you're just going off of their previous careers, or their pre-pro careers, then yeah, Cade is definitely the clear number 2 behind Victor Wembanyama. And Brandon Miller, also as good as he's been, he had some iffy run in the tournament, and also the personal questions in regard to his situation. I don't think that would have. I don't think he would have gone over Cade when all you hear about Cade is the constant professionalism that he brings to a team and the leadership ability that he brings to a franchise. So, yeah, Cade definitely number 2 in my eyes, but don't disrespect Scoot. Don't count out Scoot. He's that man.
No, you're wrong, Chris. He's not going to be that man. That's why he went number 3 in this year's draft class, and Brandon Miller went over him.
Because the Charlotte Hornets, bro. The Charlotte Hornets are going to Charlotte Hornets.
Brandon Miller's a better prospect than Scoot Henderson. I'm sorry.
I strongly disagree.
That's all right. That's okay.
I strongly disagree.
It's a big man's league. You're 6'2". You ain't doing shit unless you're playing elite defense, which Scoot's pretty good defense, right?
Brandon Miller can't jump, and Scoot will dynamite dunk on him this season.
At
Scoot
6'2",
can't shoot, and Brandon Miller can't. There's things you could pick apart about both of them.
It's fair. And one's actually happens to be 6'9". I mean,
Victor Wembanyama says Scoot would be number 1 if he wasn't there. So come on.
Hey, and he was wrong. And then he bricked every fucking one of his first 5 shots in the San Antonio Spurs.
And they erased that footage.
And they erased the footage.
Did he really?
Yeah. You didn't see that?
No. You didn't see it? It was like 5 minutes of him just shooting around.
5 straight bricks.
Really?
Yeah, they moved a little bit closer. Then he hit a layup, and they cut the camera off.
More than that, Spencer. It was like a typical 10 to 15 minute workout, and he was just missing quite literally everything.
Oh my god!
It was terrible. Every single shot from everywhere on the court.
Who's better, Bol or Victor Wembanyama?
Bol is everything Victor aspires to be.
That's true.
Who do you think's better prospect, NBA prospect?
Don Maker.
John Morant.
Got those high knees.
John Morant or Scoot?
Who
would you rather have?
In the head.
Based
can't
off
speak
basketball
on,
skills.
Yeah, I can't speak on what Ja was as a prospect coming in.
Not prospect, but like who would you rather have in your team?
Yeah,
Ja.
I would take Ja. I believe in Scoot, but I would take Ja.
I'm just giving you an example, like where Ja's at. Like, I mean, they're winning games when it comes like to playoff time.
It's not crazy to me though if Scoot ended up passing Ja. It's not crazy to me, but I wouldn't put money on it. I would
put money on that shit either.
I would take Ja.
I'm not anti-Scoot in the sense of where I'm telling you guys he's going to be trash.
You
but
seem very anti-Scoot.
I'm anti. Well, I'm just anti fucking 6'2" guys being
Scoot or
my
Ivey,
go-to.
easy. Who do you hate more?
Put it to you this way. Here's another way to put it. Who is widely considered up until recently, obviously because of age and stuff like that, the best point guard in the NBA for like the past like 2 decades, 20 years? And how long has Chris Paul been in the league? The answer would be Chris. I mean, the answer was Chris Paul.
And he's
how many times? Yeah.
Also,
even
Scoot does have a crazy long wingspan too. Like
even
though
the
he's shorter,
abuse
6'9".
on the smaller body. You know, going up against the bigger bodies, you got to be a lot more springier. Like, I'd rather have a 6'6" to 6'9" guy as my guy on the team versus a 6'2" guy who also can't shoot the basketball.
Of course, but there's exceptions to that. Like Draymond Green is the center version of that. Draymond Green is 6'6" going against 6'11" guys, and at the end of the day, he's still getting the best.
Got like a 7'3" wingspan. Though.
He's also, like you said, 6'6",
Scoot
6'7".
And you know what he's surrounded by
6'9".
is 2 of the best 3 shooters of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's context to everything, but also Scoot, again, context to him, he has a 6'9" wingspan. So, like, although he is 6'2", he's stout and he's got a long wingspan and a lot of athletics. So
yeah, well,
he's
if you
not
make your
gonna get
wingspan
bodied.
longer in 2K, the shooting always gets worse. So
Yeah, everybody knows that, Chris.
Come on.
You should know that. You made Wemby in the WNBA on your ticket.
Yo, Wemby
You're so
was
weird
tearing
for
it
that.
up. Hey,
that shit's funny.
He broke the game.
Oh, so you can't bring up Draymond when he's fucking 6'6". That's the whole point we just made.
That's what I'm.
Six
But
foot
yeah,
two
but he's
frames.
going against 6'11".
Yeah.
So
But he's
like,
still
it's-
bigger. He's just a bigger human being. Like he's built to take more abuse.
Yeah, but also he's
Thicker,
going
too.
against. He's going against bigger. He's going against bigger men. You know what I mean?
That doesn't mean nothing. He's built for it though.
Brian
it's all
Windhorst
relative
said
to
the
me.
Pistons could be a landing spot for Draymond Green.
The Pistons were I thought they were gonna be in the prep today. It was a Bleacher.
see that.
I think I saw it from Bleacher though. That's why I didn't dive too much
It's
into
not
it.
gonna fucking happen.
I don't know, Chris, did you see that floating about? Was that Bleacher for you too, or did you saw it elsewhere?
The one I've been hearing lately is Dallas and Portland. Those are the 2 teams I've been hearing for Draymond.
Dallas would be.
Is
I saw
Dallas and
Portland
Portland.
wanted him, but I feel like
Yeah.
Dallas would be a great fit for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome for Draymond.
Dallas would be a much better fit. Detroit would. No.
It would not be a great fit.
I feel like
Yeah.
Brian Windhorst is just like, well, he's from Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that often.
And I think there's real interest in Draymond like wanting to play here, but I just think ultimately at the end of the day he'd choose a contender over choosing or just the ability to play with Luka as opposed to the ability to not.
Kendrick Perkins on right now saying Suns and Warriors. Also, did you see Perk got ball sacked
No,
on fucking SportsCenter?
they ball sacked him on SportsCenter. What do you
Like
mean?
he read this tweet about. He's like, reports are telling me that Jonathan Kuminga is now 7'1".
Oh no! Oh, it was an Andre Drummond tweet or something.
Andre Iguodala.
It was oh
Yeah. But somebody like made those tweets. It's like he's growing over the summer. He's now 7'1". Iguodala was like, that's facts.
Oh, bro.
Those were funny.
Perk just read it on Sports.
Did either of you
That's
get hit
rough.
by those?
No, I knew they weren't. I knew they weren't true.
I think I've got in the past.
I got with the Jalen Duren one. I did for a split second, and then I realized
I never got by wait, what Jalen Duren one?
there was one that Jalen Duren grew like to 7'1" or something like that.
Oh,
It was just a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I might have fallen for that one because I saw that too. I didn't know it was ball sack that showed it though. But no, the one that got me was never ball sack, but
Well, it was somebody
Andre
else, but yeah.
Stans. Andre Stans always gets me. He's got me twice now.
I don't know who that is.
Andre Stans, he'll dress his profile up as like Shams or Woj, and that shit take off. What? What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I was laughing at the situation you were just
Oh, I
explaining.
thought you were about to say something. Okay, Kate Cunningham for sure, a prospect over Scoot. I think that's easy. Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Brandon Miller's like again.
Cade's going 2, and if he was
fucking
in
day,
this
bro.
year's draft class, he's going 2.
Like as much as I like Brandon Miller, and I would have taken him over Scoot. He's like your 2 to 3 option on the championship team.
Yeah.
Cade versus Brandon Miller. Cade, you're one option on the championship team, if not the conductor of the championship team, at 6'6". Come on, guys. These are my guys.
So who?
JB, were you doing sound for the show, and you just let this go on? Or they didn't ask you?
What do you mean I'm doing sound for the show? Just let this go on. What?
I'm talking about Ermanni, Edwards, and Maz. You got these guys up there and tell you like that Cade Cunningham would be the 4th best prospect in this draft class?
Hey, I didn't want to interrupt them. They were on a roll, so I'm just like, all right, just sit back and just let you guys take over this.
I think they're tripping. What were you about to say, Sweeney, before I asked them that?
No.
Are you getting ready to say something? You forgot it?
Huh?
Were you about to say something?
No, I was. Where would you rank the
following?
Yeah, the young players, young stars in Detroit, with Cade, J-Mo, Mo Sider, and Riley Green.
This is tough. In relevance, like what they're contributing to winning games.
No, like
too?
what? No, who you think would be the best?
Better players.
Like, who's going to be the best?
As much as I believe J-Mo will be something, I think his floor is Deshaun Jackson, and that may sound strong to say, but I just truly believe that. You saw that last year out of him. But Mo is supposed to be him too.
Mo Sider's #1 for me.
Yeah, I'm not as well versed in hockey, but I'll tell you what, Riley Green's definitely last in that list for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, Riley Green has great potential.
Baseball.
Though. Baseball. I got Mo Sider, Cade, J-Mo, Riley Green.
That's my order too.
Yeah, if my word to be different, I'd have Cade at 1. I'd go Cade, Mo, J-Mo, and Riley Green. By the way, I heard Torkelson fucking sucks nowadays.
Yeah, he's not playing. Not playing great ball.
He's hitting like in the 100s.
I don't think it's that bad yet.
I've heard he's like the second worst guy in the fucking major leagues.
He's hitting 218.
You suck.
Rough.
Yeah, not doing great.
Fully
He was hot for a little
torqued.
bit, but he's cooled off substantially. And Matt Boyd is having Tommy John surgery now. He got taken out of the game yesterday, and it reported that he's going to have Tommy John surgery, so that's rough. But Matt Manning's back. He's going to be pitching tonight, so if they play, I don't know if they're at home or not, but
I do not think they should be playing outside. It literally smells like smoke out there.
Yeah.
It smells like campfire smoke. That's tripping me out.
Yeah.
Shit was fucking wild.
it smells like barbecue. Makes me hungry.
This weekend, we're doing the burrito challenge. Come through. JLO's barbecue.
I'm invited.
Chris is invited.
Chris is invited.
Do you want to film or do you want to take
After a
part?
few. I'm down to film.
How
I'm down
big
to
are these
film. I want to
burritos?
get content.
I've never seen it.
Get content.
What's it called? JL's?
JL's. Yeah, I don't know if there's a photo of it. We might be the first, because they're fairly new. We'll be the first ones to take part in this challenge. You guys want to come by this Saturday?
What?
Maybe let's get drunk as
Nobody's
fuck
done it
afterward.
before?
No one's done it before. To my knowledge.
Is it JL spelled JAYELLS?
Yes.
4 pounds.
4 pound burger?
4 pound burrito.
You think you could do it?
Ah, that's a lot, dude.
Might invite
4 pound burger.
might
I
have
can
one
do.
Joey Namath. That guy can put it away.
That's a lot, man.
Are you down yourself?
I mean,
I gotta be honest. Anything with mac and cheese, I'm taking down.
I think I could do it, but
The other thing too, you can't substitute anything out. You gotta eat as is, and there's beans in there. I'm not a big bean fan.
I love beans.
Do you?
Yeah.
I hate beans.
You look like it. No, I'm playing.
Beans
I
are
just
good,
like saying that.
Beans are good.
I don't fucking beans are not.
I like green beans, but not like
It's
in
spelled
burritos.
JAYELL.
Yeah, is there a picture of it?
JL.
Yeah, that's the one. 4
It's
pound
some
burger.
dude doing it, but it's shitty ass quality.
Oh, see, well, you'll be the first ones doing that one too. We tell us about Big Boy.
I will, because Strawberry Fest is back at Big Boy. Try the classic breakfast items like some strawberry hotcakes or mouth-watering red velvet waffle. If you're not feeling breakfast, try the strawberry bacon chicken wrap or cool off with the refreshing summer splash salad. And don't forget to grab dessert, including the very delicious classic strawberry pie, deep fried vanilla Oreos, or strawberry hot fudge cake, and more at Big Boy.
Oh.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Easy Joe, my guy Spin More Ranks. Young Chris, JB Schmoove. JB, what were your rankings for that one? Best young players between Cade, J-Mo, Mo.
J-Mo, Mo, and then was it Riley?
You got Mo 3?
Yep.
Boo!
That's just race.
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Let's do that hockey. Well, put things in perspective. Mo Sider won the Calder's Cup, right? Yeah, which is Rookie of the Year, essentially, as a defenseman.
First time in 25 years, right?
He's him.
He is him.
Yeah.
He is him. How was the sophomore campaign spinning? What would you grade that
It was
sophomore?
good. It was good. He had to take on a lot more responsibility, and he was the number one defenseman out there. He was playing more minutes than anybody else on the team. So
Put a letter grade on it.
his sophomore year,
Yeah.
B minus.
B minus.
Yeah.
And rookie year, what's the letter grade for that
A.
one? A. Yeah. But what's his name moving up this year? His partner in crime?
Evanson.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to be on the same
Who is
pairing though. It'll
who
probably
is
be him and Wallman.
I fucking love that guy. Bertuzzi's my favorite because he's a rock star.
Yeah.
Wallman's the new rock star. New rock star in town. Who's this DeBrincat guy? Who is?
DeBrincat?
Yeah, and
He's the dirtball man. He's a 40 goal scorer. He's a guy he's a multiple time 40 goal scorer, and he's in Ottawa. He's from Michigan. Grew up in Farmington Hills.
No way.
Yeah, and he said Detroit's one of the teams he would sign an extension for. He's going to be a guy that you're probably going to have to pay around $8 to $10 million a year. You're going to have to give up something to get him. And I would love if they added Alex DeBrincat. He would be the best pure goal scorer to play for the Red Wings since Brett Hull. He would instantly make this team a playoff team if you bring him in here. He would bring Larkin to a whole nother level. Playing on that first line on the wing next to Larkin would just be great for his game, great for his development, and great for this team. He would make them complete animals on the power play, and it makes all the sense in the world for Stevie to go out and get this guy. Probably wouldn't take too much. Depends on what you're looking at. We were talking about 17, a second rounder, and Mazur, but earlier reports today were the Ottawa GM was saying that he doesn't expect to get a first round pick. So, and my friend Dante, my friend Dante is a fucking nerd for hockey. He was saying like he wouldn't be. Like, the Ottawa GM's a doofus. He wouldn't be surprised if it's a lot less than what I said, which was 17 a second Mazur. So,
why less?
Because the Ottawa GM's
situation?
a fucking doofus, and he's not going to just let him walk for nothing. Like, he's not signing in Ottawa.
Yeah.
He's not going to play for the Senators. So, he wants to come home, literally. Like, I know, bring him home. We always laugh about that, but literally bring him home. He's from Michigan.
You've been verbal about this?
Yeah. I'd love for it to happen.
What position did you play again?
He's right wing.
And he's a 40 goal scorer as recent as last year?
Yeah, past 2 years, I think.
How did the Senators finish last year?
Not great.
Is it one of those situations where he's like the best player in a bad team?
Yeah. Well, no, he's done it before. Like I said, he scored 160 goals in 360 games. So, like, the guy goes out there and scores fucking goals. He's one of the best goal scorers in the league. So, he's nasty on the power play. He does a lot of things well. He's not much of a defensive forward, but that's not what you're going to ask him to be. You know, you're going to ask him to be the guy to go out there and put pucks in the net. And that's, in 2022, he scored 41 goals. In 2018 for Chicago, he scored 41 goals. Like, the guy goes out there and make plays. So, you got to add him to this team.
Red Wings playoff team with this guy?
Yes.
What's the starting line?
I'm not sure. It'd probably be Raymond, DeBrincat, Larkin.
Yeah. Ooh.
And then
I think Raymond's better at setting people up.
Kopp, Perron, Rasmussen maybe in the second line, or maybe you bump Rasmussen up to the first line and put Kopp down, or put Raymond down on the second line.
Steve Wild says no way I give up Mazur.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to.
Is he worth hanging on to?
No, yeah, he's a sniper. Like that kid's gonna be good too. But
how old is he?
He's young.
Is he at the potential of becoming a DeBrincat?
Yeah, he does.
So would you
but not for a couple of years. Like, he's still got to go through his. He's not going to be up here next year. He won't be on the team next year.
Oh fuck you! So you're giving up? Oh,
you got to give up a prospect to get a great player. That's what happens. You're not just getting him for nothing.
There's no players like currently active on the roster, like worthy of giving up.
No. I mean, if you're gonna give up Raymond,
because if this guy's not getting a first round pick out of him, why do we have to give up Mazur? I mean, especially if he's not re-signing.
Because you have to do it. They're not just gonna give him away for literally nothing.
What'd your boy say? The one that's the nerd?
Yeah, he just said he thinks it's gonna be less. He didn't give me an exact. Gentry said he thinks he's gonna give up 2 seconds and Zadina for him, but Zadina doesn't do anything to anybody. Nobody wants Zadina.
Well, 2 seconds though.
Yeah, but not Zadina.
So you don't believe that?
No.
Didn't Mike call a couple offseason moves though already? Or was that last year? Didn't Mike have a couple calls on the Red Wings?
Yeah, but I don't. Like Zadina does nothing to anybody. It's not gonna. You're gonna have to give him a good prospect to get this guy.
I'm with Steve Wilds. Fuck you.
I don't even know who that is.
Hey, I know. The way
I don't know
you
who
sold
any
him
of
to
these
me.
guys are.
You sold him as DeBrincat Light.
Yeah, I mean potentially. He hasn't played a fucking game in the NHL yet. You don't know what he's going to be, and he's not going to be ready for a couple more years. You know right now DeBrincat is a multiple-time 40-goal scorer in the NHL, and he wants to sign with the Red Wings.
Detroit Direct says Mazur can make the team next year. Out of camp. Entirely possible.
No, it's not going to happen.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
He's too young.
Who's better than him?
Our first 3 lines last year, Mazur's not going to be a guy. If you bring him up, he's not. Oh yeah, we'll bring him up. We'll put him on the 3rd and 4th line. No, if you bring him up, he's going to be a top 6 player.
Mazur, a Michigan kid too. Just 2?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm looking him up right now. Based off his looks, I'll tell you what's going to happen.
He's not going to be a top 6 player in the
What's his
NHL
first
next
name?
year, and that's what
Michael?
That's what you have him as.
What's his first
You're not
name?
going to bring him up to play 3rd or 4th line minutes. You bring him up to be a top 6, and he's not going to be in the top 6 next year.
What line did Raymond play on? He was brought
First
up.
line.
First line?
Yeah.
That's kind of like all we had though. Those were bad days.
Yeah, now you got actual guys.
What's Mazur's first name?
I don't know.
Fucking A. Mazur prospect or Red Wings prospect.
This guy Steve Walsh could say anything
Carter.
right now, and Easy would just
Oh, yeah,
read
Carter,
it.
Mazur.
Carter?
Yeah. Casper's going to be better than Mazur anyways. But Mazur is a sniper.
Isn't Casper more of a fucking
Yeah,
center?
he's a center.
Yeah.
Casper's your center. Mazur's your guy on the wing that'll snipe. But
we're keeping this guy. Dude, he looks like a
we'll see.
fucking
Well, I mean,
murderer.
I hope we don't have to give him up. But if
Carter-
that's what you have to give up, if that's what they're saying, if you don't get him, if you're not giving him up, we're not giving him to you, and then I'm giving him up.
Is this the right guy, Carter?
Yeah.
Carter Mazur?
Yeah.
They're keeping him, Spinny. It's based off the shape of this guy's head. Looks pretty fucking good at
Based
hockey.
off the shape of his head, he looks good at hockey. Let's do that hockey.
He's got the Russian shape going on. He's already got the receding hairline. This guy's ready to go. He's moving up next year. They're going to give him 2 seconds. A second thought.
If they get to Brinkett, he's definitely not moving up next year.
Zadina. Hold on, actually.
Like I said, you're not bringing this kid up to have him play 3rd or 4th line minutes. He is a top 6 guy. So if you bring him up, he's
You
going to
think
have...
it delays his
Yeah, you don't... That's not how it works. And you don't bring up one of your guys who you expect to be a goal scorer, who you expect to be a dog, and put him on the 4th line. It's not what happens.
There's a lot of... So I just typed into Brickett's name. And it is Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah.
It's not even just like the Detroit... actually, no, those are 2 Detroit publications. I'm reading it right now. Key points. Detroit Red Wings GM Steve Yzerman reportedly involved in trade discussions to acquire Alex DeBrincat from Ottawa Senators during the first round of 2023 NHL draft. That would mean they're giving up a first rounder then, right? Potential trade would involve Red Wings sitting...
Yeah, they got 9 and 17, and then they got 3 second-rounders.
All right, you want to hear the potential trade that this article cites?
Yeah.
It's Zadina, pick 17, and either one of their second-round picks this year, or Boston's first-round pick next year.
Yeah,
Is that too much?
I don't know if I'd give up 2 first-round picks. I just don't think Zadina's going to get it done.
Well, Zadina plus 17, though.
Yeah.
To the GM that thinks he's not getting a
17's gonna be there
first-rounder,
either way.
right? Like I'm saying, if this guy thinks he's not getting a first-rounder, and then you have Stevie giving you a first-rounder and Zadina.
I just don't think Zadina will get it done.
Zadina plus 17, though. Come on now. This trade is contingent on 2 factors. The availability of a certain undisclosed prospect for the Ottawa Senators to pick at 17 and reaching an agreement on the contract extension with DeBrincat. However, the later condition is likely to be fulfilled as Detroit is reportedly on DeBrincat's list of desired cities to play in. Bottom line, DeBrincat could be headed to the Detroit Red Wings. Farmington Hills stands out top-tier players, significant interest in trade market. This is it's all according to Detroit Sports Nation. We'll do some more homework during the break. But before then, Spinny, if we lose Magic, I'm gonna be hurt.
You don't even know who.
I know who he is now.
No, you don't.
He's got the head of a great hockey player.
Oh my God.
And I'm gonna be sick if the Detroit Red Wings lose him as a prospect. So sick that I'm gonna need some Sam.
SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency, helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. So if you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
At work and at home. We're there with smarter security solutions, featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What up, though? Welcome back to Detroit Red Wings Heavyweights. I'm your boy Easy, joined by guys Spin Mo Racks, Young Chris in the TD booth, JB Smooth, the ones and twos. Chris, you're actually kind of a hockey guy.
I'm getting into it.
I just, this isn't going to just happen. I understand Stevie fleeces people, but, this is different. This is a 40-goal scorer, multiple-time 40-goal scorer. To get Tkachuk, the Panthers had to give up Jonathan Huberdeau, who's a 100-point scorer.
Panthers, not Stevie.
Yeah, okay, well, it's still, you're not just fucking getting him for nothing. You're going to have to give a top-tier prospect. Steve Yzerman said it himself in his press conference last week. People aren't going to like the shit that's about to happen. I'm going to make the trade that's best for the Detroit Red Wings, and we're going to deal with the fallout later. Trading Zadina isn't going to create any fucking fallout. You're not just going to get this guy for nothing.
Neil will be upset.
No, Neil would not be upset.
Neil loves Zadina.
Neil said Zadina is not going to do anything in this trade. You're going to have to trade somebody better than that.
Neil loves
and he's
him, though.
right.
That's his guy.
What's his cap hit?
It was his guy.
Was his guy. Until he was wrong on that one, too.
You're not getting this guy for Zadina. It's not fucking happening.
Brother. You want a top-level prospect? Pick number 17. Here you go. Pick whichever one you want.
No, you need an actual prospect. You need an actual body.
Will people be upset? Being that Ottawa Senators GM came out and said, hey, I don't think I'm even getting a first-round pick back for this guy. That's public information, right?
Yeah.
According to you. According to reports, Spinny Spencer from ChetRaxter.com reports that...
yeah, okay, Sean Stanley. DeBrincat is no Tkachuk, though. Yeah, and fucking Mazur is no Huberdeau.
Who are these
you
people?
got to look at it at a fucking granular level. They gave up a 100-point guy for Tkachuk.
Dude, Stevens, no Thompson.
They were pissed off when they got rid of Huberdeau because he was their best player on a President Cup winning team. This is the same granular level. Yeah, you expect Mazur to be good. Well, you already know DeBrincat is very good.
Don't listen to him, guys. I'm still teaching hockey a little bit here. Zadina, pick 17.
Show patience, guys.
And a second-rounder. 2 second-rounders.
I'd love for that to happen. I would love for that to happen.
That's fair enough value, too.
It's not.
What do you mean?
This is a 40-goal score.
Stevenson went for
this
frickin'
is one of
first-round
10
pick
guys.
2 years ago.
This is one of 10 guys in the NHL that scored 40 goals multiple times in the past 5 years. It doesn't happen.
It's happening. How old is he? 28?
He's young. I know he's young.
Because here's the other snag that Stevie Y doesn't like. This guy, more than likely, wants an 8-year contract.
He's 25.
25. It's happening.
And you sign him to an 8-year contract.
Then you sign him to an 8-year contract.
Yes.
If he's 40-year goal guy, he's fucking 25.
That's why it's going to take more than fucking Philip Zadina.
How many goals a year is Larkin averaging? These days. 40?
No. I couldn't tell you the last time.
I couldn't
tell you the last time the Red Wings had a 40-goal
But this is why
score.
Stevie's fleeced him. Stevie's like, listen, Can you
Larkin's averaging a point a game, but not a.
give me a Stevie voice? Give me a Stevie accent.
Oh man, that's tough. I don't know.
I don't want to disrespect him. Give me one.
Can't really hear him. No, you do it.
No, you should be smacked for that. Come on.
You do it.
I gotta hear from you first.
Larkin's like a 30 goal guy.
You know,
Yeah, you said 30.
a
in
lot
his
of
past
people
2
aren't
years.
going to be too happy with a lot of the moves we're making here, but it's necessary.
Hey,
and yeah, I'm not a big fan of giving guys 8-year deals. I don't like the commitment on
It's not that bad,
that big of money. But if I'm able to get them, this is the phone call. Fuck the press conference. Listen, I know you guys want Mazur, but I'm not so fond of paying this guy this much money. I have a guy here, hometown kid already, captain of my team. I didn't want to pay him for 8 years. I'm not a fan of doing this with DeBrincat quite yet. All I got for you, how about pick 17, and Zadina? But Stevie, all right. 2 picks. All right? Here for you soon. Thanks, bud. Yep.
I'm telling you, I would love for that
Nailed
to
it.
happen, but I just can't see it happening. I can't see them not giving up a top prospect in a deal like this.
Open your fucking eyes.
That's what happens, man.
Thompson just went for fucking the pick 17 last year, 4 years ago. And they're off to the President's Cup trophy Calder's.
my boy said, what about Johansson? Is that the name of the prospect?
Yeah.
No, I want to keep
putting
him.
in instead of Mazur.
No, because they're gonna want to. They're gonna want to.
You know,
swap
I give up Johansson.
a guy.
He's older. I do know him. He's a defensive prospect. Yeah.
They're
I
gonna
actually know
want
him.
to swap a guy for a guy, like a skill set for a skill set. If they're getting rid of a scorer, they're gonna want to score a prospect back. They're not gonna want.
That makes sense.
Johansson's older too.
Yeah.
He's ready to go. I know my sweets.
Yeah.
You know I know my sweets. Come on now. My sweetest prospects I know. That is one.
Todd Sain says Zadina in a second. Yeah, fucking. And I hope
Zadina
I
in a
lose.
second's not
I hope I
happening.
lose 30 pounds tonight, but it's not gonna fucking happen. Like,
Come on, you want to be the heavyweight anymore?
Yeah.
How about Johansson, 17?
Like I'm saying, man, they're not a defensive prospect.
Zadina in a
isn't
second.
Isn't gonna gird their loins.
No. I'm throwing Zadina in there too.
No, I don't know.
Johansson, Zadina, 17's a hot prospect. This is what's going to happen.
17's not that hot of a prospect.
It is a hot prospect if Stevie does it
It's
this way.
16 picks away from Connor Bedard.
No, hold on. It is a hot
You
prospect.
can fall.
He could fall.
Who's one of the best at
Whitmore.
drafting, no matter like where so far in drafts?
Stevie.
Right? So if they wait until bam,
He
right
makes the
at pick
pick.
17, yes.
No.
You let Steve, like you asked Stevie before we make this deal, like who are you gonna take with this? Like help me out. You said the guy's a fucking dimwit, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna lean on
He's a
Stevie.
doofus.
Like who are you thinking about taking
That's
at pick
what my friend
17?
said. He's a doofus.
Yo, I was thinking about taking Steve Wilder, Thompson, Figgenstoon at 17. Yeah, we like him too, Steve. Let's do this.
Figgenstoon's nice.
Figgenstoon's real nice. Havenstein killing it out there, yeah. Playing offensive line at the same time.
All I'm saying is, I
Honest to God,
if they get the deal done with Zadina in it instead of
that's what's rumored.
Mazur or somebody like that, then Stevie's actually a god.
I'm telling you, they bring it out to the deadline of the pick.
Shut up.
No, I'm so serious. You're laughing. Who is Steve? Is Stevie not him? You're laughing. I'm being so serious right now.
No, you're not.
I'm being dead ass right now. I don't have a name to give you, but if I'm drawing up the trade to the deadline of the pick, or you let Stevie pick him, you already know that guy's a fucking. Odds are that guy's gonna be pretty fucking good if Stevie's making the pick with it. That's all I'm saying, and that's how you get it done. You lean on whoever Stevie's drafting because you know that guy's gonna be a fucking stud. You guys
They
are
said
laughing,
your
but that's a
accent
great
was
fucking
terrible.
point. I gotta even. Come on, this guy wouldn't even do it. Let's hear Stevie.
No. That'll do it for us today. We appreciate you all tapping in.
Close
the
it out
Woodward
with Stevie.
Heavyweights live on
Fucked
WoodwardSports.com.
up.
Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on an audio platform,
You don't believe
leave
it.
a
See you guys,
5-star
man.
review. For the man to my left, the one and only Steve Eiserman, Chris Platty in the TD booth, JB Smooth on the ones and twos. I am Spencer Exer.
Dude, I should
We are
interview
the
Mickey
Woodward
Redmond. That'd be
Heavyweights.
fucking
We'll catch you
legendary.
guys tomorrow.
So,
Peace.
hockey, huh?
Mickey's the fucking man, dude.